were in Montana. I remember riding away and a small child yelling, "Come back, Og! Come back!"
Oh, yeah.
But my destiny was out there.
Is that why you're wearing all black and stuff?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I was a gunfighter.
I was a gunfighter.
I wasn't always a gun. My family owned the general store for a while, you know, and that wasn't the life for me.
Was your mom named this Kitty or something?
She was the school marm.
He found out.
Augie Smith.
He found out that you were from Billings, Montana, so naturally you ride.
What I'm talking about is freedom, people. Montana represents. You go to California, swear to God, it's illegal to smoke cigarettes in bars and taverns. And I say, I don't know, smoking is bad for you, but who's concerned about their health in a bar? Exactly. What's the complaint on this one? Excuse me, Mr. Bartender Man, I am trying to get drunk so I can drive home and have unprotected sex with some chick I just met tonight, and this guy's blowing smoke in my face. You try that in Montana, they'll shoot you with their 6 guns. I believe that we should abolish all bar laws in America. I believe in America, the land of the free, there should be no laws in bars. And if you don't like living under no laws, then don't go to the bar. For example, I don't like Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't like what goes on at Bed Bath & Beyond. So you know what I do about it? That's right. I don't go there. Yeah. You know what I don't do about it? I don't picket Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't put Bed Bath & Beyond in an axis of evil with Kitchen Caboodle and the Baby Gap. I don't think that Bed Bath & Beyond should have to be 500 yards from elementary school. I just don't go to Bed Bath & Beyond.
I like Bed Bath & Beyond, Doggy. I'm a divorce guy. I need them.
And I'm okay with you going there.
Thank you.
And I'm even okay with you smoking there. You know why? Because I don't go there.
Hey, we're off and running. Well. Are you two happy with yourselves after that?
I enjoyed it.
My God. It's the Bob and Tom Show. That's Jess Hooker at the Silac News Desk.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, pal. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey there, Chickie.
There's Josh Arnold. Chickster. Ace Cosby's over there. I'm Chick McGee. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Tom is behaving as if he'd just gotten what's left of his hair cut, and he's shaking his shirt out, trying to figure out why he feels hair. Is that what you're doing over there?
No, I got some flotsam or something on my shirt just recently. I'm not sure what it is. Just give it a quick shake and feeling good.
All right.
Have some coffee here. Everything's great.
Everything's everything.
And now first things first. The bonus pick in the shoeing of the week starring Chick McGee.
Many bonus picks, yeah.
But you had one for last evening's Monday Nighter.
Remember Friday morning when I got the Kansas City Chiefs pick right, and I was 1-0, and I said I'm the smartest man in the world?
Right.
Well, take that and reverse it. 4 and 6 for the week. The double shock did not come through last night. The Jets nowhere near good enough to beat the 49ers. Last evening in Santa Clara, the summer home of the Clauses. Did you know that?
Did not know that.
Absolutely. They hang out there where they let Rudolph prance and all sorts of stuff.
Oh,
and then,
very popular in San Francisco.
The final 32-19, a guy by the name of Jordan Mason, the canned food baron. He had 147 yards rushing.
Are you talking about Mason Jars?
That's right. He filled in for Christian McCaffrey, who a little bit injured. So there you go. That's a sign of a good team, Tom. Next man up. Doesn't matter. Here he comes, 147 yards. He's not even the starter.
Wow.
That's a sign of an NFL team right there. Aaron Rodgers had a touchdown pass, but not so great. Did not do well.
When you double shock, do you double lose?
Yep.
I do.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
But I double win, but not all that often. But I do double lose. Yes. And
my daughter picks all the teams, and she's
is that right?
She's 10, or she picks all the games every year, and I post them. She's 10-6 week 1.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow,
right?
that's great.
Yeah.
How nice for her. Hey, Tom, did you hear? Jess's daughter's 10 and 6.
That's amazing. It's tough the first until you know what's going on. It's very difficult.
Remember
That's amazing.
My record, 4 and 6. You remember that? Okay.
Well, you weren't going to double shock last night's game.
No,
somebody
why
talked
did
you
that
into
happen?
it.
Who did that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure shocked. I didn't realize you'd gone that way. I thought you'd.
What are you talking about? You talked me into
No,
it.
I thought you. I thought you didn't. I didn't know you'd pick the Jets.
I said Jets and the points all week long.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
He doesn't listen. He makes noises all morning. He reads his computer.
But he brings his coffee.
He does
delicious
bring
this
his
morning.
coffee.
Yeah.
Does Rogers look healthy?
Yeah, as healthy as you can be. 40 years old, and he and his tendon reached a separation agreement. Yeah. I mean, he's not gimping around, but
Is there an index that takes the amount a quarterback is getting paid per game versus their quarterback rating?
Yeah. It's called the starting an argument index. That's what it is. I know what you're going to say. It's a fair question.
It's kind of interesting. Some of the highest paid quarterbacks are just sucking right now.
Well,
Deshaun Watson, QB rating rather low. He has other problems right now.
I don't think we should talk about Deshaun Watson. We've already talked about this.
Well, at least he'll have plenty of money for attorney's fees.
There's some new charges. Although he has a move, doesn't he?
Well, according to the allegations, the move is rolling over with a full erection naked on the first date.
But you know what? When guys try it again, that means it worked at some point.
We've talked about this many times. There was a college basketball coach who said he was scared of flying. So he got an RV and would travel the country.
I thought that was John Madden.
And
No. This guy was going to sorority parties.
Going to sorority parties. He was the coach of the basketball team, and he'd go on campus and look for the sorority parties.
No way.
But it worked one time, so he got an RV and doubled down and traveled and saw the world right there at road level. And had
Does it ever work? It's easier to spot the sororities.
A nice time at the sorority.
Does it ever work for flashers?
Flashers are. It's not about getting laid. It's about them recoiling and being disturbed.
The person that they're flashing.
Yes.
See, but I would laugh. I would immediately just laugh if somebody flashed
It happened once on one of our group trips.
You guys were flashed?
A bunch of it was in. Remember this? It was in one of the Florida trips, and it was in the garage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Classic trench coat and everything.
I don't know if it was a trench coat, but it was a flashing. And there were more than one person saw it. I don't want to say who.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the flasher has a raincoat,
right?
But he has his pants retrofitted so they look like they're regular pants until he opens his.
No pants.
That's a good question.
No pants.
No
pants.
No, what I'm familiar with is that your pants are just high enough so the raincoat goes down over them. So, but after that, there's nothing.
Okay.
So you basically have.
Well, we can figure. If you're a flasher, would you please email us?
Yeah, give us a call.
Yeah, would like to know.
I have a question. Does mooning count as flashing?
No.
No, that's a different.
That's more of a frat boy trick.
We used to drive through the grocery store and push our butts up against the window and frighten old ladies.
And frighten old ladies.
Really? Now, would you do with the so-called pressed ham? Would your buttocks be against the glass, or would you have you wouldn't have the window down?
No, not the window down. Somebody in the front would have the window down, and they'd yell, "Hey!" and then they'd turn around.
Oh, sure. You need the attention, guys.
Hey, look! Hey! Keep looking for old ladies.
No, this is at the drive-through, or
no? It was usually in the Best Buy parking lot over on my side of town because it was busy, and we would just
I see.
there.
I've been to that Best Buy. My God!
You could get some serious charges.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Well,
isn't that the way sometimes that works, that you are a sex offender for the rest of your life because you were at public urination or something?
That was some of the outdoor rock venues that was happening. I got involved in a case like that. I wasn't the one. It's a long story, but
oddly, because you do publicly urinate.
Yeah, no, but this was a place called Castle Farms, and they didn't have adequate toilet facilities, and they kept.
Oh, okay.
They kept arresting people and ruining their lives for taking a pee in the woods.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't have anything else to do, apparently.
And your defense was they didn't have proper...
They didn't.
Restroom
and
facilities.
They weren't flashing. They were just urinating.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
That's against the law, Tom. And you can't say that they don't have adequate facilities and that lets you off the hook.
Have you guys done the open the back door, open the front door, and just pee between your car?
I haven't done that. No.
What is it?
I haven't done the doors thing. I've just peed between cars.
Or you just open your front door and then you open the back door too, so it kind of like makes this
go so you're
partition.
parked.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're parked. You're not.
You know, it used to be
jog a little bit.
It used to be before I don't know when this happened. It's some federal guideline, I'm guessing, with the gas tank, and there's a little flap on the gas tank after you take your gas cap off. There's you used to be able to pee in a guy's gas tank if you didn't like him. You just take that off and just right into the tank. But now they've got that flap that you can't urinate in there anymore.
Would it mess up the car?
I don't
Apparently
know if it does or not, but it really is satisfying when you do it.
Right.
Oh boy,
especially
satisfying for what? The peer? Is it?
What's the matter? I just felt. I mean, this friend of mine just felt better peeing in a guy's gas. I'll show him. He said.
All right. Well, thanks for the federal government for stepping in to stop that crime.
Yeah, right.
Coming up, we have some celebratory news.
Like what?
I'm not going to tell you what it is. That's the whole thing about a teaser. You got to wait.
Teaser's not a word.
We have some sad news in the world of entertainment.
Oh no!
Yeah.
More sad news?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a sad one. We have a
Pee Wee Herman died.
Yeah,
about a year ago or so.
What?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he died.
I
was just reviewing sad news.
Okay, we could do that if we wanted to.
Beloved Carol.
We have incredibly stupid things coming up in the news. Here's one.
James Earl Jones died. That's what you're talking about.
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute.
You know who got Governor Palpatine? Finally got him.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They were up on one of these big, long suspension bridges.
You will bow to me.
Hey, that's pretty good.
What are you talking about?
That's the Governor Palpatine in Star Wars.
Oh. You will honor me.
That's Diane. That's Diane Rehm on NPR. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show features a Chick McGee.
Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. Season-long fantasy takes up so much time, but on Prize Picks, you can pick a new lineup every day. Prize Picks, easy to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport, then pick more or less on their projection. And you could win up to 100 times your money. Now, Willie Griswold had a nice win this weekend on Prize Picks. Here's what he did. He took Caleb Williams to get more than half a passing yard, and Tyreek Hill to get more than 97.5 receiving yards, and won both of his picks. On Prize Picks, you can still cash out even if the lineup isn't perfect. All withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. And Prize Picks is the only daily fantasy app with injury insurance. If one of your players goes down in the first half, don't worry. Prize Picks does not count it as a loss. Download the Prize Picks app today or visit prizepicks.com and use the code TOM and get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on Prize Picks to get $50 credit instantly when you play $5. You don't need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
And we got a link at bobandtom.com. Coming up, lots of interesting things happening in the world, including bizarre news from the world of bungee jumping. The Heimlich maneuver in the news. The new Apple iPhone out pretty soon.
The biggest iPhone ever, man. I'm so excited.
And a gigantic one. Yeah, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
This is Todd Barry. Once again, Todd has just established that he's not into astrology, but he's very proud.
And now I'm going to read an offbeat news item.
I can back that up. My numerologist told me that astrology is a bunch of crap.
How many times did she tell you?
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. 4. Go ahead.
This is woman fried 8 goldfish amid fight with ex. This is in Pasadena, Texas. Authorities say a Houston area woman who was burned up at her former common-law husband fried their pet goldfish and ate some of them.
In front of
what? Pasadena police say it's a civil matter and no charges will be filed. The 7 goldfish were purchased together by the couple during happier times.
Now, this sounds like it's from The Onion.
I know.
I remember when we bought the goldfish, how much in love we were.
Police spokesman Vance Mitchell says the man reported on Saturday that the woman took the goldfish from his apartment. Mitchell says the two argued earlier about some jewelry the man had given her but took back. She wanted the jewelry returned. So the natural go-to response is to eat goldfish.
Of course.
Officers who were dispatched to the woman's home arrived to find 4 fried goldfish on a plate. The woman said she already ate the other 3.
Show him.
I mean, you do eat other kind of fish. So
Yeah, I guess, but jeez.
Stay away from her.
Wow. That's a kind of basic instinct. What was
7 goldfish.
Oh, the bunny
Fatal
rabbit.
Attraction.
Fatal Attraction.
Bunny.
Rabbit.
Bunny.
Glad they didn't buy a dog.
They bought the goldfish
Together.
During happier times.
yes.
7 goldfish.
When did they buy the deep fryer?
Next summer at the State Fair.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Now, are you an iPhone guy?
I wasn't. And then I fell victim to the iPhone conspiracy, which is I've decided. My wife was an iPhone user. She's a Mac. She's the Mac one. We're not compatible in almost every way. And
so your wife's a Mac person. You're a PC guy.
Yes, yeah.
Because you're an engineer. Isn't that typical?
Yeah.
Most engineers are PC
Engineers like
people.
to get in and mess with things, and it's really hard to mess with things in a.
And all the engineers here in this building are PC people.
Yeah, because you can get into the.
Another reason I don't socialize with them. I'm sorry.
Well, they don't socialize, period. So don't.
That's
take it
true.
personally.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
But for years, I've been trying to get her to PC, and she won't. So she's had the iPhone forever, and I decided now I'm finally an iPhone user. I had a BlackBerry forever, but I'm now an iPhone. The iPhone people, it's a religion based. They are the Jehovah's Witnesses of the 21st century.
It's a cult.
They come up to you. If you have a BlackBerry, this is what happens to you. Is that a BlackBerry you have there? Has anyone talked to you about the iPhone? Yeah. Have you accepted Stephen Jobs as your Lord and Savior?
Yeah, how about this, Bob? Red or black? That would split it up. Black. It's a black card. Okay. Chick, would this be a club or a spade?
Club.
Club. See, look at this. See, we're narrowing it down. Now we're down to 13. Would you say a high card or a low card?
High.
High club. That'd be like 7 and up. All right, Tom.
Yes.
If it's a high club, it's a 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, or King.
Okay, Jack.
It's the Jack of clubs.
Oh,
You'd
Jack.
say this is pretty fairly chosen.
Now,
yeah?
you're not touching the cards.
I'm not touching it's been there the whole time.
The cards are sitting in a little box.
Jack of clubs.
Jack of clubs.
So when we drove in today, I was sitting in the car and I took one card out of the deck.
Right.
And I'll do this really, really slow. You can kind of let them know.
Justin is holding all of the cards.
You'll see one card in the deck is turned the opposite direction from all the rest.
Yeah.
One
Are
card.
you kidding me?
And that one card is...
The Jack. No way.
Okay. Get a card. Get this guy out of here.
Weird, right?
Hey, we're a witch. Hey, wait a minute. Witch. Where are my car keys?
Hey, can you fix Justin? We need a magician. Can you fix Chick's computer?
Oh my gosh, you're just in time, Justin.
It only plays Steve Miller. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Weird, right?
Yeah.
We have to.
How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. You know, he teases me because I know he just respects me and loves me as a person. But Tom teases me about how he makes me go crazy. But I think I drive him a little bit crazy every now and then. Don't you think? I get to him. I get to him. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I get to him.
Under his skin, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Don't you think, Tom?
One of my least favorite songs, by the way.
Oh, what is it?
I've Got You Under My Skin.
Cole Porter, baby.
Oh, I love that song.
The lyric is just, what are you, zit? Just,
well, I don't think you're supposed
analogous
to take it, that literally.
I mean, it's like saying, my butt itches for you. You know, just not really.
I like that song, too.
Yeah.
That's in the follow-up.
Yeah. Plus,
I see.
Speaking of Frank Sinatra, I went down a wormhole yesterday on him, and I'd forgotten the highlight from the Jerry Lewis telethon in 1976 when Frank brought Dean out and Dean and Jerry reunited on the.
That was unpleasant.
No, they hugged each other and they're both crying and
they had a falling out.
Legendary.
Oh, really?
And they hadn't seen each other for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And Dean walks on and they talk to each other and Jerry looks at him and goes, "So, you been working?" Yeah, it's pretty funny.
A great line.
Great.
Now, we have Jess Hooker over there at the Silac News Desk sitting in for Kristi Lee. Kristi on vacation once again.
She's in Naples, Italy.
That's wrong.
And smuggling wine.
At the Dude Wipes Sports Desk, it's Chick McGee.
Let me tell you about Dude Wipes. Can I tell you about Dude Wipes?
If you would, that'd be great.
By telling you about toilet paper, guess who used toilet paper? Ulysses S. Grant used to use toilet paper.
That's why he drank so much. The toilet paper was full of chips and wood. And
splinters.
Oh, yeah.
You had to get drunk to wipe your... Or if you're still using TP... As my daughter will tell me every now and again, you're doing it wrong. Dump your roll because
is this
wet
in any circumstance or
better than dry.
Strictly your toilet habits.
It's just blanket.
Okay, not glad. I didn't really want to. Yeah. I didn't know that your daughter was reviewing your toilet habits.
Don't you get a little bit?
Hey, Dad, can I watch? I want to see if you learned anything.
Dude Wipes. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean pants down. And that brings us to guess what?
What?
It sounds like it's far off in the distance. Is that all right?
Oh, hang on a second.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Tom had 2 hot dogs for dinner wrapped up in crescent rolls. And, of course, that's where we disagree, and we say that's not a hot dog. That's a pig in a blanket. Although you called it something like a festival.
I thought it was like angels in a basket. I couldn't remember. I'm new to this whole hot dog thing. One of my daughters likes it, so that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And I contend, it's my contention, that hot dogs aren't hot dogs unless it's a hot dog and a bun. A hot dog bun.
I'm with you.
That's a hot dog.
Hot dog is merely an ingredient in a pig and a bun.
Right.
That's why when you go buy them and it says hot dogs right there on the package.
Yeah.
No buns in there.
Well, that's just a gentleman's agreement that they can't just call it link sausage or something.
And then one of the classic sort of comic premises was actually in the news yesterday regarding the number of buns in a package versus the number of hot dogs.
Mm-hmm. Is that right?
And I think some of the companies have matched it up, so it's even Steven. But as opposed to 10 buns and 8 dogs, is that the right?
Yeah, it depends on the brand. I mean, some of them there's only 6 dogs in there.
I thought there was 8 buns and 10. And then yesterday, we landed on the Paula theme. For those of you who get you up to speed, Paula was Tom's maid when he was a young man.
Elderly, stout woman from Germany.
And Paula would give Tom a shower every night.
Nazi Germany.
Until Tom got a little bit too old to be showered by Paula. And that's when Paula said, "Ach, du Lieber." Your Schwanzstücke is so gigantic. I could not shower you no more.
I'd argue if I could.
Did she live with you guys?
No.
No. How long was she with you? Like into high school?
Answer the question.
When my father was a little boy, my father's father died very young.
Yeah.
And so that Paula had worked with.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
His mother.
She helped.
She was ancient.
Yeah.
Watch this.
She was a stout German lady.
Isn't it true? Isn't it possible that Paula could have been your father's real mother?
Is that possible?
No.
No?
She didn't come around until after his dad passed. He just said that.
Are you sure? Well, that's because I don't want to waste any more time with my grandson.
I have already thrown away so many years.
Yeah,
you have to understand. Someone having a German nanny when they're growing up is interesting to us because it's so odd. You know what I had when I was growing up?
I know, an ashtray for breakfast.
And a chest protector. And an ashtray.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
My father
and a very
worked.
nice shed with a dirt floor out in the backyard.
My father worked his ass off, was in a wheelchair, self-made man. But
I grew up like Sling Blade out in the backyard. How about I have some of them French fried potatoes?
Paula couldn't drive.
No, well, it wasn't allowed. How'd she get there?
Irwin dropped her off.
Who's Irwin?
Who the hell's Irwin?
Her husband.
Her husband?
Yeah.
Did she have a family?
Yeah, she had one daughter.
Couldn't drive, but loved Henry Ford, I bet.
Oh, she and Henry Ford.
Oh, is this
really
a reference to
along.
Henry Ford's embracing of the Germans at the wrong time? You know, they say timing is everything.
Yeah. Whoops.
maybe.
What have you always said, though? You don't have to comment on everything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I said about Twitter. You know, most people, we really don't care about your opinion, especially about everything.
Whoa. Henry, time out.
Maybe just do what you're good at and shut the hell up.
Let's see.
I'm talking to you, Hollywood.
I have an issue with the new television show Matlock on CBS starring Kathy Bates.
That was in the news. She is retiring. She's doing this, and then after this run with Matlock, she's retiring from acting. She's done.
But apparently this Matlock she's a lawyer, and her name's Matlock, but it has nothing to do with the Andy Griffith Matlock, which seems real stupid.
This is, in case you haven't noticed, they are now remaking everything.
Yeah.
And when they start a show, it's easier to have a title that has some recognition.
Time out. Was Andy Griffith's real name Andy Griffith?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, yes, he was Andy Taylor in
in
Mayberry.
the show.
Yeah, but they called it the Andy Griffith Show.
Okay. Wow.
That was all name recognition.
Yeah.
Stuff,
Okay.
branding.
I didn't
But that
realize
whole
that.
Andy Griffith, Andy Taylor was something to do with the way legal money's paid to people starring in.
Here's the best example I can give you. When Rodney Carrington did his sitcom, he wanted to be Rodney Carrington on the sitcom, but if he had done that, all of his merch money would have gone directly to the TV station.
Oh, okay.
To the TV
Gotcha.
production company,
Yep.
rather.
And so it was just Rodney, right? Yeah.
He became... I
The
forget
show was Rodney.
They gave him a different last name.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
It was Farquhar on the TV show.
No, your problem with Matlock, I'm not much of a bettor, but I'm guessing you'll never watch an episode no matter what happens. No. You could be locked in. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and if I do ever watch an episode, no one will ever know about it.
Yeah.
I will watch it and see.
Have you ever had network television on when it wasn't a football game? Maybe you watch Leicester and NBC News.
I watch NBC News. That's my news of choice right now. I cannot remember.
ABC. David has better hair.
He does have good hair.
It's nice hair. Yeah.
But I've been told I look like Lester Holt. So.
Did you find that picture? There's a side-by-side of him and Lester.
You should try my choice of news. Sitting on the porch.
I'm with Josh.
Awesome.
Looking at squirrels.
My point was...
It's fantastic.
No, this is a question for the room. How long has it been since you watched a live television program that wasn't sports? That by live, I mean it's broadcasting.
Well, tonight there'll be a lot of people watching a live debate.
Yeah, live debate, yes.
I watched.
Oh, that's tonight.
Again, my daughter, one of her favorite shows, Wheel of Fortune. We had to watch the new Wheel of Fortune last night with Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, thank God he finally has a gig.
Yeah.
How was his hair? How are his teeth? How was his personality?
It was great. He did really well, and I thought it was very smooth.
Oh, Did they switch up the graphics?
They did.
Look to me.
Yep.
So I walked by a TV and it looked like it was different.
Yep, they switched up a few things, and yeah, I liked it.
Is Vanna still pulling it off?
Yeah, Vanna's still there, but not good chemistry between her and Ryan.
A lot of beaver shots.
That is very odd.
You know what though?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Oh, I read that wrong. Sorry.
I say good for Vanna, who she was a praying mantis, and she became a human girl. So congratulations, Vanna.
She was lovely, lovely.
Remember when she did Venus?
You ever see Graduation Day?
Oh, yeah.
The horror film where she plays a...
I remember Venus. Wasn't she a god?
Yeah, she was a goddess in that.
I don't know
TV.
Venus.
Yeah, she's in that.
It was a movie, Josh.
Made for TV movie.
Oh, 80s?
Early 90s, I bet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. What else was happening?
And once again, you know, Vanna really doesn't do anything on the Wheel of Fortune.
She used to turn the thing.
She used to turn the letters. And now when she just walks over and she gets into the vicinity, they light up. Her touching the letter doesn't do anything.
Hey, I got a little news for you. Do you know why she's doing that? Because that's a money machine. Those two shows, Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, generate millions upon millions of dollars.
You think they're looking for an announcer? It's the Wheel of Fortune.
They were, but now Vanna's going to get a hold of that clip of you. Vanna does nothing. You're out, man.
Yeah. You got to think these things through.
Yeah.
She could have been a friend of the show.
So, Tom? Can you put in a good word for me? I was just kidding.
Why don't you hop in your car right now, start driving to L.A., and I'll give them. We'll see what happens.
A lesser man would be hurt by these comments.
It would hard for you to be lesser.
Tom Brady. It's true. Tom Brady made his debut in the broadcast booth for, what's he on, Fox, and got mixed reviews. He's making $37 million a year over 10 years.
Boy, I bet those mixed reviews sure upset him.
I'll tell you what, that'll make a run on a private jet with some suckathon in the jump seat. That's going to be rough.
Boy, that's... Yeah.
There's a private jet company called Up. It's just UP.
Yeah, there used to be one called Down. Wasn't all that popular. As they say, landing is not an option.
Remember, we took a private jet somewhere. Remember that? You and I, we made out in the back?
Yes, it was a special promotional thing. It was very interesting. What was cool about it is when it took off, Josh, it went straight up. Man, those things, they don't mess around.
And if you hit turbulence in a smaller plane like that, not only do you go up and down, you kind of shimmy back and forth, which really makes you sick.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I did an emergency landing in a turboprop.
Is that right? Were you at the controls?
No. It was a plane known as Air Force One.
Oh.
It was Walt Disney's old plane.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We were on a promotional trip. There were about, 6, 7 of us in this plane, and the pilot came back and he goes, "We got a problem with the fluid systems, I think it was, whatever those things." And he goes, "We're not sure we can get the landing gear down." So we were near Nashville, and so they did this thing. They flew over the airport, and they had guys down there with binoculars.
Oh yeah,
to see if the landing gear was down. And he actually came into the passenger area of this aircraft with a wrench and was hand cranking down.
That's the last time Goofy was mechanic.
It was pretty cool. And then when we landed, just like in the movies, there were ambulances. And
ready for you.
I was supposed to put the landing gear down. I was supposed to do it.
It was great. We had a safe landing, and
that's good.
Went to the airport and hopped on a Delta jet, and we're down in Orlando for the thing that evening.
That's one of my reoccurring nightmares is plane crash.
All right.
Yeah.
Tom, you have a recurring nightmare? Other than working with me another 5 years?
No.
Just that one.
I love airlines, great. Pilot's great. We weren't really all that nervous. It was under control.
Yeah. I've never been in a real life situation where it was scary.
Don't you think they should, on the Air Force One, don't you think they should have Goofy's voice through the plane as you're landing?
Well, it's a little tiny.
Oh, yes.
The way Goofy screams.
That'd be okay with me.
That'd be all right. That'd be cool.
Yeah. And I'm okay, by the way. I know this is not everybody's cup. I like it when the flight attendants are kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And they're trying to get people to be a little more alert.
I'm with you.
That's kind of a thankless job.
I like it when they...
and we keep getting stories about a-holes on airplanes that
I always
do terrible
watch
things to people.
Shake my head when they're giving the directions. A good audience.
Too, yeah.
I just think it's so rude. I know you don't. You're such a jerk.
I put my Raycon earbuds in, and I make the nasty face. I go... I smash my lips together, and I keep saying, "Yeah, right."
And what does your daughter do?
She was a flight attendant.
People look at Chick and they go, "Well, let's see now. Yeah, that shirt he's wearing, that'll be pretty good traction when I walk over his carcass to get out of here in an emergency because he's listening to his earbuds."
What do you try? You're the one, Tom, who taught me that trick of putting your earbuds in so you don't have to talk to anybody.
Of course.
And they don't have to be plugged in or anything. They're just in your ear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And now...
Back in the days of headphones with wires on them.
Yeah.
Well, at one point, I had to fly somewhere every week. And so I would just put the headphones on and just have the cord going into my shirt.
Right.
I didn't have to be bothered by people.
with like no Walkman or whatever?
No. It was great. I highly recommend it.
Have you ever, not talked to someone on a plane, like you can just sit down and they go, "So, where are you flying to?"
No, I'm not that guy. I will talk to people in general, but usually not on a plane.
Oh, man, I don't like that at all.
Coming or going?
I don't mind it.
Hey, how's it doing? Where are you coming from?
Now,
get off.
Mind if I eat this onion?
I got dogs are barking.
I recently did sit next to the person that had gone to some Mexican carryout, and as soon as the plane took off, was salsa everywhere and stinking up the plane.
Carnitas?
I hate.
That's all. I had somebody packed their own charcuterie on my last flight. Oh my gosh! Wow. And the smell of hot meat. And she opened it. Ugh.
Flank steak really is the most tender.
By the way, this is why a certain announcer named Tom Brady didn't have to worry about that in the plane because he was on a private jet. What is it, $37 million a year?
$37 million a year for 10 years.
It's more than $1 million a game.
I don't think he's going to make it. But they're
going to pay him anyway, though, right?
Maybe that should be. I'll come back with an outrageous prediction. Concerning sports. Remember that feature that really hasn't taken off? Remember that?
I love it.
I like it too.
Also, coming up, we have, gosh, I don't know how to word this. I kind of, news about penguins that's kind of happy, kind of sad.
I've always wanted a pet penguin.
Oh, they're so sweet.
Call him Petey.
When I was little, I thought penguins were the same size as humans because remember those old.
Yeah.
You couldn't. There was no scale.
No. You know what? And I'm going to ask Josh because he will be fair and balanced.
Yes.
Don't you get the feeling that Tom was a stupid little boy?
Regarding some things.
Yeah. I think
not others. Yes.
Yeah. Penguins were human size.
Well, how would you know? There was no scale.
I don't know. We all knew.
We all figured that out.
I got two words for you. Chilly Willy.
That's exactly how
Mary
I knew.
Poppins when they danced with
Poppins.
The zoo.
Yeah.
The zoo.
Yeah, I didn't go to that movie.
What? Penguins are 6 feet tall.
I just saw them wearing tuxes, and I've never seen a little mini tux.
Hey, do you want to act like you're not talking to us and put your Raycon earbuds in? Well, be our guest. Raycon's everyday earbuds have been recently upgraded. And, of course, they were fantastic before, and now they're even more fantastic. They come in a variety of vibrant new colors like forest green, royal blue, blush violet, classic black, and Raycon's upgraded everyday earbuds. You now get multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once, new quick charge function and active noise cancellation, ergonomic earbud shape and optimized gel tips means that Raycon earbuds fit every ear ever made and cozy and comfortably. And Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's 15% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I just thought of an idea for a podcast. Me and Ace.
Yep.
Call it Classic Black, Classic White, Classic Rock. What do you think? Guess we'll have to get a better title.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom.
Now, I know you're a guy that cares about the way you look. You've got a nice suit on.
Yes, it looks very good this morning.
Bob Zaney, would you rather have a complete set of removable dentures or a full set of fang-shaped teeth?
And I'm assuming the fang-shaped teeth aren't removable?
Or permanent.
Yeah, they're permanent. In other words, your real smile would be
I'd rather
fangs.
have dentures.
Yeah.
I'll go the fangs because I'll tell you why. My teeth don't show when I smile.
Let's see.
It's not natural. My whole childhood was my dad going, show your teeth, like that. I look like I'm trying to poop. In every childhood photo. They just don't show, so it won't really matter if they're fangs. Okay?
I gotta see some of those.
Yeah. I swear to God, my dad, show your teeth, Bobby.
It does look like you're trying to once again drop a deuce.
I'm sorry, should I say drop a deuce?
I want to see those photos.
Wow, you're right, though. You can't see your teeth.
Look at little Bobby.
I know.
There he is.
The one that really sticks in my mind, we were at the Wax Museum in Buena Park.
Sure.
Right next to Knott's
right
Berry
by
Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm, yeah.
And we get our picture taken. I think it's with Frankenstein.
Uh-huh.
So you get your photos, and it's the whole family, and I'm like,
yeah,
in front with Frankenstein.
Hey, hi, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
This is a song so girls don't get anorexia.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Ooh, I wanna be a plus-sized model, the kind that can't run very far. Doodle-doodle-doo. 'Cause if I could only be a plus-sized model, I know I'd be a big, big star. Please feed me. So some people get sensitive about it, but don't, because the beautiful women are the big women.
I agree.
And I gained some weight, then I couldn't afford to keep it. Here we go, and I want a carbo load without having to exercise. I don't want to worry if the fat goes to my thighs. I want to wear a plus-size brassiere for room. I want to eat chips and wash them down with beer. Well, I've got a plus-size dream, but I'm plus-sized. Ornery for the best job in the world goes to the bigger girls than me. They're all sluts.
Okay, now, Pat is going to remove her wig. Go ahead, Pat. Can you see it? We're taking a little video.
Well, let Miss Pat put a hat on.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you yanked it right off. There
Is that clipped on? Oh, no, you've got like a yarmulke. Wait a minute.
That's a skull cap to hold the wig on.
Looks kind of like
so
a yarmulke.
it don't fly off in the wig, Tom.
See, we're already down to the skull on your head, so we don't give you a skull
Miss
cap.
Pat is not going to place her wig on my head.
Go.
That's really tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, geez.
Let me do it. Don't mess up my wig, Tom.
You got a giant melon.
Are you supposed
Tom.
to cover my
I had no
ears?
idea.
Yeah, for a minute. Wait a minute, Tom. I got this.
Ow!
Let the listeners know out there that there are about 30 cameras right now.
You're really hurting my ear.
Let me make sure it's styled right.
Trained on Tom.
Do I have bangs? I just want to have.
You look like Weird Al Yankovic.
Chick, describe. How do I look? I can't see.
You have a very dark, curly-haired wig on your head, and with your pale skin, you kind of look like
Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Not Denzel?
No.
Not Denzel in Flight?
You're a little too light.
You look like, you remind me of Tommy Lee
Just
Jones
because
in
you have
Lincoln.
dark hair does not make you a black man.
The 13th Amendment will...
Didn't Tommy Lee Jones have the black wife?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes.
You're giving don't give away the movie. movie.
Oh, they already won the Oscar. You sure do, Tom. You need a sister in your bedroom, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
I have to.
That's what you need.
I was hoping for Denzel, and I've got.
You look like,
You don't look like
you
Denzel.
look like a slave owner.
Christy hit it on the nose. You do look like Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Did you hear what she just said?
No.
He looked like a slave owner.
I look like a slave owner.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
It'd be very uncomfortable.
Does it really?
Yeah. As far as I know, that. Never mind. We'll just move forward.
Miss Pat could be your Sally Hemings. How about that?
Oh, but he didn't say but. No, he didn't. She's hitting on me. What the hell is that? What am I supposed to do? Take your mom back to my trailer? Is that what you want?
Hi, this is Paul. This is Storm. We're Paul and Storm, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a $500 Steven Singer gift card. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks.
This is Ernie Fergler reminding you Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show. I'll be. Oh, hold on, just a minute. Okay, we need to locate some. Just read this. Okay, is it Irma? Ima. Will the following person please report to my office? I'm a jackass. I'm a jack. Okay, fine. That's Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. The Bob and Tom Show, Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We are all in our places with bright, shining faces.
All I'm saying is the guy's name is Dick Organ. That's, wow.
It was Dick Orkin, not Organ.
Oh, I thought you said it was Dick Organ.
No. What am I thinking? Orkin Man? What was that?
Exterminator?
Oh, there you go.
Bug guy.
Okay, okay.
Dick Orkin and Burt Burtis.
Okay, so it's not Dick Organ.
Radio heroes when I was a little baby disc jockey.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know where they are now.
Okay, well, let's move forward here. That's Chick McGee. You can see him over there. He's at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Speaking of sports, Monday,
sports.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's Tuesday, which means you can log on to bobandtom.com and get your picks in. We should have our winner from the first week of NFL action.
That's right.
What's at stake? A $500 gift certificate from Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com. Every week it's happening. Go to bobandtom.com, click around, you'll see it.
And get yourself a lovely bauble.
And whoever's the winner this week has to step into the octagon and pick against me. And I went 4-6 this week, baby.
Yeah, you did.
So come in here and get your beaten. That's right.
Last year, your final toll was? Final tally, I should say.
96 and 79.
Against the spread. Those are some good numbers.
I just think of me as a real live ATM. Just come in and pick up the money.
We have ATM news coming up, by the way. An unusual story.
The machine or the sex move?
Naughty.
The machine.
Oh, okay. Well, people want to know.
Thank you for the clarity.
You're welcome.
A-T. Oh, there it is.
It's the bad one.
I just remembered. I didn't know what it was.
What would you say to a gentleman who would come up to you at, let's say you're at some black tie fundraiser, and he comes over and he says, "Hey now, hey, you're Tom from the radio, aren't you?" And you go, "Well, yes, I am. Yes, I am."
I doubt if I would.
Hey, you know what, though? I've heard you say ATM machine. You know, the M in ATM stands for M. And machine. What do you say about that? What would you say to him?
That's redundant. I've heard it before. And it is. You're right.
Oh, so you and him. How did I know that you and that guy would be great friends?
Doesn't bother me. I always say ATM machine. Mm-hmm. To distinguish it, I think, from the vulgar sex move that Josh is referencing.
When I worked at Six Flags, they referred to the lines of people waiting at a roller coaster as the queue line.
Yeah.
No, it drove me crazy. Queue,
queue line
means line.
Yeah,
you don't.
Okay.
You're saying line.
Gotcha.
Line.
You might be able to get away with standing on queue. Possibly.
Yes. Yeah.
Remember when being online didn't have anything to do with computers?
Yeah, man, being out in the East Coast, they still say I'm online at the movie theater.
Right.
If I could, and this is kind of a review, but please bear with me. I don't know if Jess is aware of the fact that when you, on the rare occasion now, when you go to an ATM and pick up cash, you don't like to be in the car, first of all, when you're using the ATM.
That's correct.
You pull up past the ATM machine and go back, right?
No, I pull up and park in front of it and then walk over.
Okay, he'll park in front of it.
But you...
So you still go through the line.
But you go to the drive up on foot.
You're allowed to be. People are allowed to throw sodas at you if you do that.
Yeah.
First, I almost never go anymore. A, and B, I won't go if there's anyone around.
And
I go maybe once a month.
Totally unprompted. He told us this: that one day, according to him, there were hurricane strength winds as he was trying to get
the
money
bank right up here
out of
when the money came out
of the ATM.
Yes, and the money came out and it flew all over the
parking lot. The parking lot. So in order to pick up the money, he would go around on the ground, find and crumple it up.
I was sprinting, and as I'd come to each one, I would just crumble it and leave it there, and then go get the next one.
That's what they say you're supposed to do with new money. You're supposed to.
No, but this was preventing it from blowing.
Instead of keeping it in his hand, he crumbled it and
threw it to the ground and went to the next.
It was an instant, quick decision and the right one.
He stands by.
I recovered all the money.
Well, Tom is kind of like a one-step direction kind of guy. If you go past 2 steps in the directions, you're going to lose him.
That's right.
That's true.
Nothing wrong with that. You can work around that.
Yeah.
You've never had that happen where those machines now are so good.
Oh, now
and they're so sophisticated.
Yeah. I mean, they have like 4 automated teller machines inside the bank now.
I like that. Have you seen the ones where you can select the bills?
I love it.
That's amazing.
I love that. That's why I always go inside. Yeah.
You take the card first so you don't keep it in there.
I've never heard of this. What are you talking about? You could
the menu comes
denominations?
up. Menu comes up and it goes.
You want this in 5s, 10s?
It always wants to give you whatever 50s. Well, those are impossible to get rid of. So.
I thought I thought it was asking me my denomination, like I'm Jewish or Christian or.
Oh, right.
Okay.
That's what it's doing. Yeah. What's your height, weight, religious preferences?
I'm saying
sexual orientation,
and one last
gender,
question.
That's the gender, cis or otherwise, whatever you're into.
Are you cut?
They already know all of that.
Every question they've had, man.
The new iPhone, you tell us if you're circumcised or not.
Wow. Now you have to take a picture, or does it just know?
Just know.
Face recognition.
Isn't that going to be the big thing? Like, there's going to be a breathalyzer on your iPhone, and
there should be
all that, like attachments.
For sure.
I believe there is a breathalyzer available.
I thought there was too.
Oh, no kidding. I think I'm getting this one. I'm on 10. So I'm due.
Yeah, you are.
You have an iPhone 10?
I just got one. I was at 11, and I just got the new
and
one.
My case is all.
You're going to be blown away at the change.
Really? From a 10?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, the 16 will blow. It's worth the money. You got to get an attachment, admittedly.
You have to download the app,
I think the last 4 phones I've said before they came out, I'm not getting one, and I got every single one. So I'm sticking with the 15. That's it. I'm done.
We have the announcement yesterday about the 16 coming up, and it's
all right.
Apparently, it's nothing revolutionary, but there is a significant, I guess, supposedly a better camera and some other stuff, and longer battery life.
Some AI,
some OWL.
You know what it is? A ton of stuff I'll never use. So maybe I should consider something.
No,
it's worth the camera, man.
You can you could go get the 15 and get a good deal on it today.
That's true.
So
I'll say my 15. It's an original 15. I'll sell it to you for $9,000. I'll think on it. All right, thank you.
Coming up, we have
you can bill me.
Really odd story about a robot. It is kind of scary. coming up that's designed for home use, and they're doing field tests with it right now.
Are they becoming self-aware?
Of course they are.
When you see it, it's much more creepy than I thought it was. That's coming up, and also a Firefest update, Firefest 2. Really? How dumb are you? And a cool sports venue for video sports. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Maria, were you a temp? Did you?
I was a temp for a long time, about 7 years, and I was like how they make every job sound like, so crazy,
we do things a little differently around here. We're a bit of a nut house. Hold on your hat. It's going to be a wild ride.
But it never is. I trained people in at offices, so I was like, oh, the fax machine's a little tricky. Yeah, you got to dial 9 to get out. No, a lot of people try to use the fax machine. They go, oh, it's not working. I said, did you dial 9? Once a week, Rajiv. No, every day we get bagels in the kitchen. There was week. Rajiv made some mini muffins. That's on a Monday. Guess what that's called? Mini Muffin Monday. I wish offices would be as crazy as they always promise. You get trained in, be like,
take me out of your pocket. Hi, I'm Zakynthos, the talking rabbit. I'm in charge of the volcano. Don't worry. You'll be working for Thor. He's always scrabbling through the recycling looking for quartz. He's a dwarf. Nude. Anywho, lunch is from 12 to 1, but there is a wrinkle in time, so just try to get back any time for the quickening. Your flippers, your barbecue tongs. If you have any questions, go back to the 5th dimension. I'll be sitting there on my lily pad. My only question is, when do I start?
Yeah.
That is a good job.
Wow.
Man.
I love that. Dial 9 for the fax machine. Remember that. Everybody's crazy. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you. Maria Bamford is with us. Wow, that's brilliant. That's very, very funny.
Did you ever work in an office, Tom? I don't think you have you?
Worked in a restaurant, right?
No. It's an interesting experience. Bob, did you ever work in an office?
Oh, yeah. I did a little.
I have issues with authority, you might have noticed.
I know. That's why I was asking. You know what struck me is it's so quiet.
What, in an office?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Well, you're still, that's if people are actually doing work, yeah.
And I had to work at a bank once when I was at temp, and I was stunned at how quiet it was.
And people whisper, you know what the saddest place in the world is when you're the temp and it's time for office birthdays and you didn't get the email because you're not on the system yet.
Right.
And you hear the voice of your coworkers rise from the conference room, happy birthday, everybody who had their birthday in the office this month. And if you cup your Curves mug against the conference room door, you can almost hear the happy scraping of plastic fork against paper plate. And later sometimes, somebody comes by your cube and says, oh, there's cake left. Did the temp get any cake? What's her name again? Hey, my, if you want any cake, there's cake left.
Nice.
Cake? Temp want cake?
Yeah.
They all want cake.
Shall we? Comedian Dave Dugan has joined us here in the studio. And I understand you are in the process of downsizing. You're moving from your lifelong home to a smaller facility.
Oh, yeah.
By facility, I mean a home. not like
at last, a supervised facility.
Not the booby hatch.
Mother and I are downsizing. When you downsize, you have to have like some sort of cute nickname for each other. I call her Mother. She calls me, what is it? She bastard. and so, but it's a living hell for a hoarder to have to downsize. And then finding the place that you're going to move to. You know, everything's real important to everybody now with trendy fixtures and the backsplash and all. I just care about the water pressure in the shower. That's all I really care about.
Good. Fair enough.
Gotta be there should be a setting on a shower head called prison pose. Because I don't want to just get clean. I want to be punished. If I'm not getting what I want from that shower head, I'll taunt it. Is that all you got, Big Daddy? but when you downsize,
you want the Silkwood level.
Yes.
It presents a lot of arguments because of how much stuff I have held on to.
Yes.
And I've got a story about why I can't let go of it. Everything's got to I've still got my kids from the baby gap, and it's like what do you think you're going to do with these? Well, I mean, when I got them, I thought maybe I would meet a Chinese imperialist guy, and he'd want me to have my feet bounded, and then they'd get so tiny. What am I going to wear? Oh yeah, I got those baby Gap kids that I can.
Handy.
Listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Oh, well, if you want to experience a veggie dog, what you do is you go out in the yard here, find a cup of dirt.
Cup of dirt.
Well, they had me do the jingle for the new veggie dog.
Is that right?
Yeah. They finally made an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Oh.
A veggie hot dog perfect just for me. So eat it for some sauerkraut and mustard, because you're a vegan pussy patty G. I don't know if they're going to go for it, because I got a little
I like that.
edgy
I think it's good, yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. 24/7.
At the Speedway.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. That's Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hey.
Hey. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
He's over there at the sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. And hello. Oh, I'm at the Dude White Sports Desk. Hello, Tom. Come in, Tom.
Oh, goodness.
All the ships at sea.
There we go.
There we go.
I don't know what happened there. I'm glad to be back.
All right.
And thank you very much for joining us. And I'm here.
The weird part was we couldn't see you either.
Yeah, that was
I don't know what.
crazy.
You got sucked into some
digital
kind of
glitch or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
Was there a point, albeit you were a small child, I would guess, but when you shut your eyes, you didn't think people could see you?
No.
No, but I'm aware of that trope.
That principle?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, a trope.
I'm aware of that.
That's always one of my favorite gags, where they convince someone when they take off all their clothes, they're invisible and they're walking around. What a classic. We have Chick McGee over there at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
We just got a couple things to go over from yesterday's show. First of all, Josh insists that he had a best friend in college, happened to be an African American, and he was identical to you, Josh. So there was and his name was Josh.
Yes.
So there was a black Josh and a white Josh.
Yes.
And you looked like twins.
Right. But we were not best friends.
And you were not best friends.
No, we were
acquaintances.
Acquaintances, yeah, friends, yeah.
And I suggested we could probably
you two were aware of
artificially recreate that with computer technology.
Is that right?
But wouldn't that be a hilarious short-lived app?
Pat, what would be Pat said or makeup?
Or makeup.
which would get us canceled quicker?
The makeup?
Yeah, it would. That has a history.
Hey, did you have the new Al Jolson app? It's called Mammy.
I Jolson.
What do you do to a friend of a friend of a friend, let's say, who tells you about a Halloween costume and they went to a party in blackface and thought it was the funniest thing ever. What would you tell them?
I hope you've destroyed all evidence.
I don't.
It's still out there.
What? I don't own the pictures, but I'm aware of this couple that would do that.
They were at your house.
Yes, they came to my house at a Halloween party.
Yeah.
In blackface, and I had no idea what to do.
Oh, yeah, no, that's...
I'd recommend moving.
Was it within the last 10 years?
15.
I mean, I'm not saying it's acceptable even 40 years ago.
15
Was this
years ago.
post Ted Danson Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean...
yeah, maybe so.
That was the last...
2010, 2011.
Yeah, that's definitely post that.
Right.
No, you just can't.
It was really uncomfortable. And
I mean, some folks don't have any...
sense?
Not a racist bone in their body, and so they don't. Sometimes they don't even consider
It was like
that's offensive.
It was like the Jamaican with the knit hat and the dreadlocks and the
They should though. They should be aware. Hey,
yo man, they were doing that.
Yeah, a lot.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, you were there, so you couldn't leave. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and you can't go. Hey, please leave.
Not only did I end up leaving that house, I got a divorce. So there you go.
You kind of bought it twice, didn't you?
Kind of a.
Let's just move on.
Not funny at all.
So my idea for the Jolson app not going to happen.
It could be. I mean, the way AI is spelled,
Al,
it already looks like it.
Yeah, that's true.
AI Jolson.
God.
Wasn't that Al Jolson's catchphrase? Wait a minute. I'm just getting started.
I'm just getting started, I think was.
Is that it? Or you ain't seen nothing yet. Or something like that.
I remember we had to watch that movie in a film class.
Yeah. Jazz Singer.
The Jazz Singer, yeah.
I found it incredibly not entertaining.
I could see why it was entertaining back in the day. It was an interesting story, but...
Didn't he whistle with his hands?
Yeah, I mean, he was an entertainer for sure. He was a showman.
Tootsie goodbye.
Yeah, but a couple of those numbers are, and our professor explained, this is hard to watch, and it was.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what else is happening?
We're going to talk about Monday Night Football once again. Aaron Rodgers, long way to return to the field, ends in a loss. The 49ers over the New York Jets last night in Santa Clara, 32-19. Rodgers throws for just 167 yards last night and 1 touchdown. It was not a particularly good outing. The San Francisco 49ers had a nice evening. Thank you very much. Jordan Mason, their backup running back for Christian McCaffrey, 147 yards on the ground and the touchdown. That's a sign of a good NFL team when you have a backup that's almost as good as your regular player. Isn't that interesting? Mm-hmm. And also from Miami Gardens, Florida yesterday, this story continues to...
What do they call that, Chick? Depth? They call that depth.
They call it depth on the NFL team. How deep is your team?
You want depth.
I like that song.
A deep bench.
How deep? Yes. How deep is your love?
The Bee Gees. It's wonderful.
Bee Gees.
That is
what
good.
A great song.
Oh, we have another production room. You can go listen to that right now.
A lot of harmonies.
I got Eddie set it up. You could play it on vinyl and really enjoy it.
It's a lovely song.
And also, by the way, an update on Christian McCaffrey. He missed the season opener last night because of a sore calf. Anything, Tom? He didn't even hear me.
He didn't.
I heard you. McCaffrey, calf. I got you.
No, his sore calf.
That's not the joke at all. You didn't hear it.
You didn't get it at all. You're not paying attention.
No, I was trying to bring it up a notch.
You were trying to add humor to
a sore calf really doesn't.
Here we go. This is not a record, but it bears mentioning. A penguin named Mr. Greedy. That's MR. Period. Greedy has died at the Maryland Zoo.
Oh.
The zoo said African penguin produced 230 descendants in his lifetime.
There are no penguins in Africa. It's too hot.
At 33 years of age, Mr. Greedy was the oldest penguin in the zoo's colony. Mr. Greedy's lifelong mate, affectionately named Penguin 832.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh.
Mrs. Greedy.
Yes.
is now the oldest penguin at the zoo.
Yeah, and these are the classic, looks like they're in a tuxedo penguins.
And she won't stop sobbing.
Right?
They made
You
for
walk
life.
in and penguin just...
I mean, I was saying when I was a little boy, I used to think that penguins were the same size as humans.
Yeah.
And you guys all laughed at me.
Yes, we did.
But there's large penguins.
Yeah, but I got this nice letter from Mr. Robert Hull. In Mary Poppins, Dick Van Dyke danced with penguins. They were almost the same height as Dick, and he's over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember them being shorter.
I thought they were little.
Is there a reason you had to call that gentleman out by name, Mr. Robert Hull? Why are you doing that?
He left his name.
Because he's a member of the I Appreciate Tom Club.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Understands that I'm right all the time.
Isn't the tallest penguin like 4 feet? Like that breed, they can get up to 4 feet tall.
I think the tallest penguin on record was 6 feet 9 inches.
That's not true.
The thing is, in those old movies, there was no scale. They weren't standing next to a lion or something.
Right.
But because the lion would be eating them if they were. By the way, why do you name a? Oh no, there are some baby little ones in that picture.
Those are the penguins. Yeah.
So this guy's wrong.
Yes. He's mistaken.
Robert Hull's full of crap.
Well, that's actionable.
Well, that's all right. We don't ask our windbags to be correct. We just ask them to be windbags.
But why would they name him Mr. Greedy?
Because he would eat all the smelt.
Yeah, he wanted more and more fish. He ate the most fish.
Kids he had. Yes, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'd go with Mr. Horny then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mr. Horny.
Mr. Money Shot.
Oh, that doesn't get her pregnant.
Money Shot doesn't. Yeah, you're right. Well, Mr. Cream Pie.
Wait a minute, hang on a second. Mr. Cream Pie.
Mr. Guy Goo.
Don't.
Where does the cream pie? How does the cream pie result in the ovum and the?
No.
That
means an internal.
That's one of the.
That's called a cream pie.
Cream pie.
Why?
Can we talk about this at the break?
Stop! You really shouldn't say it as often as you are.
You probably shouldn't say.
I tried to sneak it in.
Don't say cream pie anymore.
I need to get some kind
unless you're having.
I need to get a glossary of all these porno terms. When you watch these movies, do they have like a little running thing? This is called a cream pie.
Okay, they don't. You just learn. Yeah.
No, but you'll go.
Look at Pat.
And you can search by. Yeah, he's Pat's.
What do you got, Pat?
Pat's crying.
You got feet. You got MILF. You got
hey,
cream
Pat,
pie.
Do you have a song? So bye. Here's a cream pie.
You gotta stop.
We were in a Chevy by the levee, and she opened her thighs. Okay,
my
Jess,
we got the opening line right there.
Speaking of cream pie, guess what I had for dessert last night at dinner?
What's that?
Sticky toffee pudding.
No kidding. How the hell did you have that?
It was really good. And then I had chocolate mousse. I had a
How many desserts did you have?
A dessert flight.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that's
nice.
wonderful.
Well, we shared some. Yeah.
Where did you go?
Ooh, did you have a date?
Oh yeah, I had a big 3 women. Yeah.
Oh, a harem.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's a flight of women.
I pulled it.
No, that's what they did as soon as he paid the check.
I think it's called a train. I think.
Oh. Did you have a pie fight? That's what they call 3 cream pies.
Okay.
I had a cream pie.
When I find out what this means, I'm going to be very upset, I think.
Yes.
It has something to do with ooze.
Great. I'll remind you of a couple quick things. Frank Caliendo coming up Thursday, Davenport, Iowa.
No, he's not. 8:20 right now. Coming up there soon here on the show.
You're both right.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're now giving the timeout. Is that how this is working?
I think so.
Frank Caliendo will be our guest coming up on the show, and he'll be on stage with Willie G. Davenport, Iowa, September 12th. I'm not sure what time. I'm sure Tickle at the Rhythm City Casino Resort, and then it's Brookfield, Wisconsin's Milwaukee Improv.
I got Rhythm City.
On this Friday and Saturday.
The tallest penguin ever, 6 feet 8 inches, 250 pounds.
Those are prehistoric times.
No, it was 37 million years ago.
Yeah. I was going to say, did the Hall guy send you that?
Robert Hall.
Yeah, Robert Hall's a good man. Look, our memories are what they are.
He's full of crap.
Is it fair to call it prehistoric?
Prehistory, pre-recording of history.
Because,
how do they know maybe there was a history that got lost?
No, because,
that is true.
Because historic and then
the ancient aliens have it all logged up.
Of course they do. We have alien news coming up right now. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. And BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy in a more elegant, simple manner. It's all about using that thing you're carrying around, that phone or that computer or even your desktop. I'm talking about the convenience of not having to get in your car and drive across town to see a therapist. Give BetterHelp a try. It's all about reaching out for help. Not a sign of weakness, by the way, a sign of strength. And it's not just for those who've experienced some kind of a trauma. Therapy can help you learn positive coping skills and ways to set healthy boundaries in your life, empowering you to be the best you out there. So rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. And the way to do it is you go to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The /BT Show knocks 10% off your first month. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And the therapy itself is done online. You take a little questionnaire, and you'll be matched with one of some 35,000 licensed therapists out there who can work with you. By the way, you can switch therapists anytime, no additional charge. And the therapy itself done online with either camera on, camera off, like a phone call, or even texting back and forth. It's about what works for you. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, news about something cool going on in the world of Disney. Also, a Heimlich maneuver in the news. Know it, live it, don't choke on it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
We get a lot.
My favorite news story of the year today.
Yogi in disguise.
Kristi, can I just read you the headline? Because this really is mostly about you.
I know exactly where you're going with this. I know exactly what story. It involves bass players. That's all he's going to have to say.
Yes, it involves a scientific study of bass players.
Yes.
And this is the greatest story.
The over-under on musicians Kristi's dated, I'm going to go 12. Dated.
Oh, by dated, he's vague. You know, it's kind of a vague.
No. One date, not necessarily.
Ace is back there giggling. Over, under 12.
Over, under 12. Ooh. Should I take the over?
No, now I have to think about it.
Yeah, think about it. Put pen to paper.
But bass players in the news in a very positive way.
What do you define as dating?
Watch my. You see this finger?
Don't do that. No, that's not a date.
That's not a date.
Wait, so we're not talking bedded?
That's not a date.
Thank you, Josh. No, we're not talking bedded.
I'll say so. An intimate encounter in the back of a car is not a date.
I'm going to say no.
And
I've
never had that, to be honest with you.
You rode somewhere.
Hang on a second.
In the car with him, and he was driving.
Okay.
That's a date.
You have never had any kind of an intimate encounter in an automobile or a truck?
Not in the back seat.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
And under the categories are potpourri.
The defense rests.
Potpourri.
I'd like to call Mrs. Kristi Roadhead Lee to the stand, please.
No.
You can be more in the front seat than that.
Potables, famous American.
Once again,
truck bed sex.
I rest my case. Pat?
Yeah.
You told me you have an email you want to read?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to sing the email. It's so good.
How about this?
Here we go. Got an email from Todd. Love your songs, Pat. Love Bob and Tom. I listen every day. You know that Tom Petty song he calls Free Fallin'? Well, I have an idea. You could write a song about a guy who goes commando. Instead of singing Free Fallin', sing this Patty G. The guy's free. Free ballin'. Get it, Pat? Thanks, Todd. I appreciate you writing. I never heard that one before. And if it sounds like sarcasm in my voice, Todd, because of course I've heard that dumb idea before. Hey, Todd, how about a lumberjack singing Tree Falling, or a salesman and he's cold calling, or a beekeeper, Todd, and he's singing bee pollen? How about we leave Tom Petty's song alone, Todd? You let me write my own stuff. Tom's on my ass all the time. And that's bad enough. Now, wait a minute. I'm free. You know, it's not that bad, Todd. Free ball and keep listening, Todd. From up there in Michigan.
Hey, it's Josh from the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I used to do James Mason as a stand-up comedian.
Really?
So this hooker walks into a hardware store. Says to the man behind the counter, I need a hinge. And he says, oh. You want a screw for the hinge? And she says, no, but I'll do you for the toaster.
That's a good joke. That was
That's a good one.
That was my classic James Mason.
Very nice.
And Jimmy Stewart as a horse race announcer. That was my first bit.
Really?
Well, the horses, they're down there in the gate, and they're ready to go, and they're off. And he's, well, you see, hey, Mr. Ed wins by a leg.
On the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. It's 2 for Tuesday, Tom. What are we going to do? What are we going to do twice? Doing anything twice for Tuesday? 2 for Tuesday? You know, like two boobies?
I'm out.
I'm out.
Like two.
We have a consensus. Anybody else? Yay or nay?
Anybody else want to show their boobies?
What about two bulls?
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do twice?
What?
The Ace Cosby joke of the day.
I really crapped in it now, haven't I?
Here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yes, Ace.
I have not spoken to my girlfriend in like 2 years.
Is that right? Why is that?
I didn't want to interrupt her.
That was Ace Cosby's joke.
She won't shut up, that one.
That's. I feel like I'm on Jack Benny's show.
The joke of the day brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed only at the Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
Isn't that a Jack Johnson song? Sleep better together.
Oh, that is.
I think it is. Remember where he really gets close to singing but doesn't?
Okay, thank you. People weighing in, I'm not the only one that when they were little thought penguins were 6 feet tall.
Well, they were, but 37 million years ago, Tom.
No, but I'm just saying when you're little and you see those documentaries about penguins, they never show them next to anything except ice.
Yeah.
I just assumed they were large and...
Yeah,
I was kind of disappointed when I saw them when they were little.
You were a little kid. It's a cute mistake.
Glaciers, they don't help. Yeah.
But yeah, here
glaciers don't help anyone, do they?
Same thing.
No.
Julia says I thought emperor penguins were 6 feet tall. Also, well, thank you, Julia.
Also, emperor.
And she should know her last name is Snow.
Emperors it signifies
large,
high.
I would think
and
so.
in charge,
exalted.
And once again, the famous penguin known as Mr. Greedy at the zoo in Maryland has passed away.
He did.
That's right.
But he fathered. Wow.
Among the pairs, Mr. and Mrs. Greedy's, Mrs. Greedy is still alive. She's now the oldest penguin. Among the Mr. and Mrs. Greedy's offspring, the oldest right now is 28.
28?
But Mr. Greedy died at 33.
But he had 230.
Had a baby when he was 5? That is sick.
Yeah. I don't know if 5-year-olds can have father children.
Disgusting.
Okay, what else is going on over there?
Sickening.
Nissan of it's a Guinness World Record, everybody.
Stupid world record.
Nissan of France has set the Guinness World Record for the highest car bungee jump.
Okay.
To accomplish the feat, a Nissan E-vehicle was dropped 213 feet 3 inches from a crane.
Wow.
French professional race driver and stuntman Laurent Lascaux was inside the car during the record-setting drop.
That must have been thrilling.
The successful attempt took place in Paris's business district.
Yeah, it's right downtown. It's very cool.
It wasn't during the Christmas shopping season, was it? That doesn't seem safe. A bungee cord consisting of 8 ropes was also created to provide greater control over how far and how fast the car would fall.
It's pretty cool.
Would you sit in the car and do it?
We're going to put it on the screen here. The guy goes off of a...
Whee!
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah. It doesn't get very close to the street, as you wouldn't want it to. But
well, that's still, I mean, when the guy did
the risk is low here.
But the thrilling part would be the closer you got to the pavement.
Exactly.
Right.
I want the record where it gets as close to the pavement without touching.
Have you seen the new bungee jumping where it's the less intense? Like you jump, and then there's the initial jump, so maybe like 10 feet you free fall, and then it slowly brings you down. You don't go all the way down and bounce back.
I don't care for that.
Because people want the experience, but the adrenaline of the fall and your stomach falling and all that, they don't do it.
You got to do the full thing.
Initial jump, about 10 feet, and then the slack comes, and it slowly lowers you down.
Wussification of America continues.
There was a time before your time, Miss Hooker, when virtually, help me with this, Ace, every concert you'd go to,
bungee jump.
They'd have a bungee jump thing as you walked in.
Okay.
And not only that, but the bungee swing.
I was, yeah.
The bungee swing.
Swing of death.
Yeah, that was fun, too.
Yeah, terrifying. I did that.
And I regret that I didn't just do the straight-ahead bungee cord. I did the bungee swing. I did
both.
You did both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Scared.
Right.
And I did the swing twice.
Wow.
Did it once and went, God, that was scary. We want to do it again? And we did. And as we were going up, I went, what?
Yeah.
Why are we doing that? I already gave the finger to the Reaper once.
Yeah.
I assume that they don't do that anymore. I'm assuming there was some insurance issue or something.
They still do. They have it off the
really?
The stratosphere in Vegas.
You can do that.
There's some areas, but they're not as prevalent as they were.
I'm just saying.
No, they used to just bring in a crane.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like Tom said, at a concert and just,
Yeah, who wants to pay for that? You don't need to. Plus, I think in popularity, it probably diminished as well.
You think?
Yeah, the people who were never going to do it are never going to do it. The people who did it when I already did it.
Yeah.
You know what's big now is the inflatable bag at lakes.
Yeah.
I love that.
When you put a person on and someone jumps on the bag and shoots you in the air.
I want to do that.
And they have, it looks like a spring-loaded chair where they have it tilted. And you're sitting in the chair, and then they do something, and boing!
And fling you out?
And it flings you
I got to
out.
do that.
Yeah.
And it flings you out, I'm going to say, 100 yards.
Into the water?
It's crazy how far it kicks you out.
I would do that chair thing in a second.
No kidding.
I love stuff like that.
And the people who are flying through the air to the water are, like, spinning around.
Yeah, see, you got to land right.
Yeah.
Have you
That's
seen the slides that are really steep, and then they have then you fly up? It's like almost
launch?
like a half pipe. Yeah, but the top of it is the slide.
Whoosh.
And then you come up the side, and then you're,
the old Goofy style?
Yes.
Now, Josh, have you done these super steep slides? Like there's one, I think it's called Das Dukas,
where you have
in Florida, where essentially you're in free fall. And
I have not done one of those. No, I've done steep water slides, but I know they've got more extreme. I haven't had a chance.
A friend of mine did that, and he was wearing a relatively small bathing suit, and it turned into the classic butt floss when he emerged.
Wasn't there the world's highest water slide called the Schlitterbahn?
Schlitterbahn is the park.
The Schlitterbahn Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a really unfortunate name.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's
means,
a German...
crapping your trousers.
Apparently, it's one of the best water parks ever.
Yes,
there were a couple of them, but now I think there's just...
But this one, once again, if you look at the video, this is an automobile. It is a Nissan. I believe it's an electric Nissan of some sort that is launched off of a... dropped in downtown Paris. And pretty cool.
Got some marketing.
What do you think the Parisians think of that?
They don't like it. They hate everything, don't
They're
they?
smoking on their fresco there.
You notice they didn't do it on a Peugeot.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't see a lot of those around anymore.
Or a Renault.
A Renault. Renault, isn't that French for the word junkyard?
It should be. If it's not, it should be.
This will probably show up in the Carfax report, don't you think?
Yes, it was once bungee.
Was once bungeed up.
This car bungee jumped out of it. YouTube content creator has built the world's largest scaled-up iPhone.
All right.
This sounds dumb.
It did.
Until you see it.
I'm sure it's still dumb.
The guy's his professional name, his screen name, if you will, Mr. Who's the Boss.
I kind of like that.
Whose real name is Aaron Maini.
I like that too.
Broke the Guinness World Record after constructing a fully functional iPhone 15 Pro Max that measured 6.5 feet tall.
There's a photograph of it.
There
it's
it is.
Bigger than all those people.
Well, he's a skilled technician, isn't he?
Holy
He's
hell.
able to build that.
And it has to work. That's the key.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able
camera.
to... I don't think you'd lose it, right?
Yeah, no.
6.5 feet tall?
Nope.
The only bummer is everybody knows when you're looking at OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
But if you dropped it in the toilet, Josh, it
Can't be discreet at a Jiffy Lube.
wouldn't fit.
Hey, baby, can you send me a picture of your cream pie?
Oh my God.
Let's see more cream.
By the way, editor's note for those just joining us. During the break, I was enlightened as to the meaning of the term cream pie.
I have a hard time believing you didn't know what that was.
I did not.
You have
God is my witness.
You have 27 kids. I know you know what a cream pie is.
I am not this porno addict the way you guys all are, and I didn't know what. And to me, first of all, when you did tell me what it was, I couldn't figure out how one could see that without some kind of optically correct penile camera.
You know, I have
then
some
it was
advice.
explained to me.
I have some advice for everyone. You probably shouldn't take much time at all in trying to decide what Tom thinks of us. 'Cause it's really not nice.
In any event, the gigantic cell phone is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And
To successfully claim the title, the iPhone had to be fully functional, including being able to scroll easily, send texts and emails, and operate all the apps you would find on a normal phone.
So it's bigger than 6 feet long.
It also has to have a working camera, a flashlight, and a charging cord.
Jess,
What?
your phone right now, currently,
Yeah.
does it have a cracked screen?
No.
You're the only woman in America. So funny.
Is that right?
No.
I have knock wood, I've never broken a screen.
8 out of 10 girls, if you look at their phone,
Really?
cracked screens.
Oh. No.
I just
That
saw
would make me crazy.
I saw this text you sent me.
Oh.
Now, this
I saw that.
Did you see the picture? It's just gigantic. I mean, it's
is
amazing.
giant.
Yes.
It looks great. It looks very cool.
Yeah, before I had the eye surgery, that would have been. I could have actually read the read the type. The font would be big enough for me. But it's and now it's out of date already. That's the sad thing.
It's already obsolete.
The new iPhone.
Let me get this straight. It's 6.5 feet tall. Is that what you're saying?
Takes 7 weeks to charge it.
That's not true. Is that true?
No, it's a lie.
That's true.
One more. A new video venue in Los Angeles aims to be the sports equivalent of the Las Vegas Sphere. Do we have this video? This is unbelievable. If you guys haven't seen this, it's like a sports bar.
Yeah.
But it's unlike a sports bar you've ever seen. You will swear that you're at whatever the venue you're watching on the screen. You'd swear you were there live. That's a screen in the bar you're looking at.
Okay, and it looks like you're standing in the end zone.
It really does.
There, see, there's everybody in the bar.
What?
Isn't that wild?
How about that?
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's incredible.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, in the sky, and it's amazing.
So it's almost like a giant IMAX, or if you've ever done the ride Soarin' at Disney World, it's that big of a screen, and you're sitting there, and it looks like you are immersed in the action.
And I guess they're going to try to
That's as cool as anything.
Franchise this or something?
They should.
That first shot, though, you're like, oh, yeah, I see the screen. But then when you get the perspective of people sitting in the bar, it's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's in Dallas, I think, right? The only one is there.
Yeah.
No, it's...
Yeah.
Is it Dallas?
But this one's going to be in L.A.?
No, it's in Los Angeles.
But they're going to put one in Austin, I thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This says they've raised $230 million to
it's called,
put them all over.
It's called COSM, COSM.
Yes, we mentioned it a couple weeks ago, but we did not have any of this.
Right.
It's a bad name.
It's an immersive venue wherein patrons can win to sports events. 87 feet diameter wraparound LED screen that makes them feel as though they're right in the middle of the action.
You could call it the idiot hole, and people are going to go. It's so cool.
As cool as that is.
Okay, well,
you're just upset you didn't get to name it.
No, I just think it's a stupid name.
What's a better name?
Yeah,
that's one that would have proper pronunciation with vowels where they're supposed to be, and.
COSM will also work with broadcast partners to pipe in to provide live television commentary as part of an effort to simulate a front row seat experience.
The thing I saw, Pat, you were telling me about it. It was the Philadelphia naked bike ride.
Oh, up close. Huh?
Yeah, it was so realistic. I thought the guy on the one bike was laying it on my shoulder.
Oh boy, that is realistic.
Hey, put that thing away, buddy. I don't want to.
They're focused on sports, but the LA Times notes that the venue will include a Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, yeah,
programming.
I can see why that.
COSM's second venue slated to open this year in Dallas at a place called Grandscape, with a third location planned for Atlanta.
Nice.
So there you go. It's kind of like the Sphere, but the Sphere's like bigger, I guess, or something, isn't it?
It's massive.
Okay, I'm sorry. This says they have successfully raised $250 million in funding to drive long-term growth of these so-called shared reality venues.
Ah, all right.
So you look forward to seeing COSM.
Well, the $250 million is just one evening of bottle service, actually.
Oh, yes.
is all that.
And I like the idea of us finally having a shared reality.
Yeah.
Most of us, not at all.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what that even means. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Is that sports?
Let me look around. Yes, that is sports.
Hey, Lucky, this is what you farted for.
There you go. Whatever you do, always be a good sport.
We're going to check in with Jess Hooker with a teaser.
Oh.
What's coming up in the world of news from the Silac Insurance Sports Desk?
We have sad entertainment news, unfortunately.
Oh.
Robot helper sounds like a real-life Rosie for you, Josh.
This robot thing is, when you see it, it's really disturbing. It's very, very...
Can Robot Helper make Hamburger Helper?
Answer him.
Or Tuna Helper?
I don't know.
Do they still have Tuna Helper?
Of course.
Yeah.
But they'll give you a hug.
They will?
Yeah.
Until you're constricted.
Well, yeah.
Last hug. My bad!
Oh, you broke me up!
Oh, sorry. Chip dented, you die. Wait a minute. What the hell?
Have you ever seen the movie? It's called Robot and Frank.
Yes, I love that movie.
It's a lovely film.
Wonderful.
Frank Langella.
Frank Langella's in it. It's
by the way,
wonderful.
Oddly enough, he plays Robot.
Frank Langella has a book. I want to say it's called Dropped Names, maybe. Is that right? Something like that.
Don't worry about it.
Terrific. Get the audiobook, Mr. Langella. The opening chapter of that will blow your mind.
My favorite part is the story he tells about Charles Lawton, one of those
I love Charles
old black and white movie stars.
That's what his wife goes, you know he's a homosexual. Judging by him cornering the boys in the
Charles
pool.
Lawton had his pool and his bedroom set up so if he could get into no one could see him from a certain angle in the pool or in his bedroom. He set it up on purpose.
Oh, wow.
For just such an occasion.
Yes.
To watch.
It's more of a water cream pie, really.
Now you're talking. Possibly egg cream.
But Frank Langella that's a great book. the opening chapter, something happens that is absolutely astonishing. Now, we have also coming up, Frank Caliendo will be our guest. Also, Costaki Economopoulos with our official NFL report. And I will remind you, the day has arrived that you can start weighing in on the pro football games coming up this next week, because at stake every week, a $500 gift certificate from Steven Singer Jewelers. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Make your picks. You don't have to know anything, but you can pick them based on whatever you want, uniform, color, whatever you're into, and see what happens. We'll have our winner for our first week coming up probably tomorrow, maybe even today. We'll find out who won. And then each week, the winner gets to pick against Chick McGee in the famous shoe-in of the week. Up next, some news from Ms. Hooker right over there. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll-free at 1-888-BOB-TOM.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
This may take a while. Say, how'd it go, boss? He said he's heard worse. He says he's heard worse. He says he hears worse every morning.
Bob and Tom in the morning. Louisville's classic rock all day on 95.7 QMF. Please forgive us.
Hey guys, my dad has a new album out called Under the Bed, and it would really help a lot if you were to check that out, so I can go to college. Please.
Third and goal, hit Golden Showers. Tate on a slant that was initially ruled a touchdown with 8 seconds left. After review, the play was overturned. As you can see, he's short of the goal line.
No, he's not.
And yes, he is. He's way short of the goal line. He's like an entire ball short of the goal line. The football, Tom. So that's with 8 seconds left. They had to stop play, look at the review. But then, due to a rule that causes a 10-second runoff when a clock is stopped by officials and then restarted, the game ended.
What?
With 8 seconds left.
What's the point of that rule? Another play?
In theory, the Lions could have lined up with a fourth down play as time expired, but the initial call of a touchdown is actually what disallowed that possibility.
Why?
The rule exists because the Rules Committee, led by Don Shula, the only coach he wheels in, sons of bitches. I hate all you young mother.
Miami, Cincinnati, Boston. I mean, it's...
I got you. But no Houston?
No Houston. Not according to this.
Hello there, Houston. Hello there, Houston.
Whatever.
But he wants me to stop this. Don't do that. That's irritating. Don't ever make that noise again. I can't make Houston hello there noise. If you make that noise.
No, yeah. Stop slide whistling. People can't hear Houston and hello there.
Hatbox.
We're watching a show breakdown. Nervous breakdown.
June 21st,
By the show.
2018. June 21st, 2018. Houston. Oh, there. Houston. Oh, Houston.
I wish we did all a team of men in white scrubs come in and drag you off while you're just Houston. Hello there.
We're going viral.
Tighten up. Breaking away.
Yeah, and then they inject you. They inject you with something.
1936. Beatles. That's so. John Kennedy.
As they inject you, it's Houston. Houston. Hello there. Houston.
Happy summer solstice, everyone. Longest day of the year.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
panic.
Oh.
Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
All day, every day.
Hey, this is Tom. Coming up Wednesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show, it'll be Sexy Time with Allie Breen.
We had a great time, and then when the bill came, he had a 2-for-1 coupon, and he used that to pay for his half. Should I give him another chance?
No. Oh, you can't buy a meal for yourself, hobo.
That's Wednesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Line as well.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Yeah, there he is. There's Jess Hooker at the Silac News Desk.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. There's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom. How you doing over there?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much. Coming up, Frank Caliendo will be our guest. And Frank's in Davenport, Iowa, Rhythm City Casino Resort coming up this Thursday with Willie G. And then Willie and Frank at the Milwaukee Improv coming up Friday and Saturday this weekend. We do have Miss Jess Hooker over there. She's at the Silac News Desk. We were going to start off with something a little bit sad.
Yes. Acclaimed actor James Earl Jones has passed away.
Oh.
Mr. Jones died on Monday morning at his home in New York's Hudson Valley region. He was 93 years old.
Brilliant.
Mr. Jones' lengthy career included countless memorable roles such as Terrence Mann in Field of Dreams, Jack Johnson in The Great White Hope, and King Jaffe in Coming to America.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, that's right.
That was my favorite.
The Great White Hope was Jane Alexander. I don't know if he won the Oscar, but he was certainly nominated.
Yeah, he did not win the Oscar. I believe he got an honorary one.
And of course, the voice of Darth Vader.
I was going to say, and Mufasa in The Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what his first movie was? I'll give you a hint.
I do.
Black and white.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's absolutely recognizable in it.
What is it?
He's aboard an aircraft. Anyone?
Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah, Dr. Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah. I believe he plays Lieutenant Lothar Grog or something like that.
Yeah, it's something odd.
Okay.
But
he was a stage actor.
I would have done anything to see him in August Wilson's Fences. Oh my God! It must have been.
Yeah.
It must have been a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Performance.
We interviewed him, and I was kind of worried about it because I thought he would be really serious. He was super funny.
That's fun.
Just just nice man.
He was great on a guest appearance on Big Bang Theory.
Very good, Ace.
Who did he play in that? Was he himself?
He was himself. They were going to do their own Comic-Con.
Okay.
Is famous for the quote.
I'm laughing already.
Simba, I am your father.
Many of you remember him as.
right?
Or was
he put them all together?
Or was it Simba, I am not your father? It was a. By the way, isn't that usually misquoted?
Yes, it is.
He doesn't.
Oh, Luke, I'm not your father.
He doesn't say that.
There's something else to that.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't say Luke, right? He just says
right.
He just says, "I am your father."
Rosebud, this is a sled.
He says, "Rosebud, this is a sled."
I think so.
Okay,
no. He said Rosebud is Kaiser Soze.
Right.
Okay. He said cream pie.
Hey, we got an email for you, Tom. Are you ready?
Context.
Well, it's...
He didn't even do it.
Yeah. Actually, Pat and I have been working on this, and it's kind of a surprise just for you.
Oh.
Tom, you ready?
Yes.
Good morning, all. My name's Brian. Chick, you're a genius. When you do Tom's nanny's voice, it cracks me up.
Oh, gosh.
You and Pat should come up with a song.
No, this is my when I was a kid.
That's right. You were no older than 11, 12 years old, right?
Oh, no, I was really little.
My goodness.
Paula had fled Germany, and
this is Paula's theme music. She was a German.
She was an elderly, stout German lady.
It's like it's a real life movie that Tom lived.
Yeah.
She taught me to iron.
Wow.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
Here's how you do it.
Here's how you do it, Tommy. And then...
I try not to get this hot iron on my nipples because they hang down to my waist.
And speaking of hot, it's time for your shower, Tommy.
So you got a song about Paula?
Sure. From the voice of Paula herself.
Oh.
When Tom was just a little boy, I asked his mother, what will he be?
What will he be?
He washes his hands 40 times a day. Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. He wants to be clean, you see. It's possibly OCD. Que sera, sera. When he was just about 13, I asked his mother, what's this boy? He only talks about the Beatles and JFK. Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. He's obsessed with the Kennedys. And 1963. Que Sirhan, Sirhan.
Maybe 68.
Don't let the joke get into... Okay, sorry.
Thank you very much.
There's that joke defense you like so much.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we're going to get our NFL report from Costaki Economopoulos, and we're going to find out what's going on in the world of Frank Caliendo. But first, we return to the Silac News Desk with Jessica Hooker sitting in for Kristi Lee.
New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu helped save a man who was choking on a lobster roll at an eating contest.
Oh, my.
That's the most East Coast thing I've ever heard.
Yes.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Christian Marino was one of 6 participants at the Hampton Beach Seafood Contest, where he started choking after his second roll. Well, he sounds like an amateur. Maybe he shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Mr. Sununu rushed over and started performing the Heimlich maneuver on Mr. Marino before first responders took over and assisted in the dislodging of the food.
Well, thank goodness.
Yeah, Mr. Marino soon recovered and resumed eating in the competition, consuming 9 rolls.
Wow.
Wow.
Wasn't Sununu? I hear somebody doing a bad George Bush impersonation.
Yeah. I don't know if this governor is related to John Sununu.
Sununu. He was in the George Bush's administration.
I believe he was in something in the cabinet, yeah.
Like Secretary of State.
I think he is related.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really smart guy.
Yeah,
His
Mr.
name's
Sununu later commented, "I'm just glad I paid attention in high school health class."
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's great.
Isn't it?
I can't. The guy, they're eating lobster. The guy goes back and keeps eating in the eating contest.
Yeah, after the Heimlich maneuver.
Those lobster rolls are real good.
I would think for an eating contest, one would have an expert right there at all times, because that would be the most obvious injury to me that one could have. Did you see they didn't save the poor guy, the other guy that died?
What happened?
Shellfish allergy. They just took him right out.
Not much you can do with that.
Seized right there.
He should have known better.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
But, hey, lobster's free.
Has anybody here given anybody the Heimlich and successful?
I should have, but I pulled it out of that cheese stick out of Jimmy's mouth with my fingers.
Oh,
but I should have.
My dad did that with me, and it was a mozzarella stick, and he just kept pulling, and it just kept coming, and he couldn't. Yeah, it was just like...
Like with Jimmy too.
I've seen it, and it's amazing how far the clogged item of food flies across the room.
Yeah, I did it once when my son was a baby. He ate a penny, and I did it, and it shot out and just ping in the sink.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you know how to do it to yourself?
I don't.
You slam yourself up against the edge of a
chair.
I have done it on a railing on the deck once.
You did to yourself?
Yeah.
What'd you choke on?
Chicken.
Chicken?
Did it work?
I was like doing this, and my girlfriend was on the patio looking in, and I'm like, she thought I was joking. I was like,
oh,
that's,
no.
you know, that's the problem when it happens, because it happened to Willie, and we thought he was kidding.
Ugh. That's terrifying.
But then he got a blueberry in his nose?
No, that's a different story. No, Willie got a, he was choking.
You remember
on some-
this?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
It was sort of the same principle. When Willie got the blueberry in his nose, I called a doctor buddy of mine. He told me to, and I put him down on the kitchen counter, and let me remember how this worked. I covered his mouth. No, wait a minute.
No, you covered the other nostril.
I covered the other nostril and then blew in his mouth, and the blueberry shot out.
Yep.
And then my golden retriever Elvis ate it.
That's not what you do. Your child is dumb enough to put something in his nose. You wait until it rots out.
Is that right?
You're stuck with that for a few days, pal.
All right.
Enjoy the fruit flies.
But
that's how it was in my house.
They won't learn, regardless.
But yeah, the Heimlich is very important to know. We actually spoke with Dr. Heimlich once.
The me maneuver.
Eddie Izzard.
He was very, very humble, actually. And I had jokingly said to him,
I'm Dr. Edward Heimlich.
I said to him, you should have invented like a tool that you'd need. That way you could have cashed in.
Yeah.
And he didn't understand that I was kidding. No, the whole point was you don't have to.
Relax, Doc.
You're serious. You really did talk to him?
Yeah.
You know, actually,
it's that recent that the guy was still alive?
Yeah, he's no longer alive.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. I thought he was still alive.
Choked to death, isn't that it?
Right after the phone call.
You know what he choked on? Cream pie.
God bless.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Coming up, it's Costaki Economopoulos, comedian, the NFL report, and comedian Frank Caliendo.
That's a throat pie, by the way.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think he ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
In the last break, if you were with us, you know that we took a pair of special panties known as the Club Vibe. And these panties have a special vibrating device
Very
that
special.
slips into a pocket in the
front of the
most intimate area. Yes,
Yeah.
in the front naughty, I think.
Right,
is what
the
it's
front naughty.
Oh, I like
in
that.
that zone. And Josh put them on, and then Josh, did you enjoy that?
Yeah, not bad.
And the way it worked, there was a button on there's a remote control button, and Sadie and Chick were able to press that button. It also
and you talk into it, the sound activates it. Yeah.
So as an experiment, we brought Dean, our producer, into the room, who's a very fine guitarist, and Dean happens to have a bass. Try playing a note on the bass, and Kristi, see if it vibrates, please.
All right, here we go, and we should come up with a safe word.
No, we should
need me to stop.
Wait a minute. What note are you choosing? Are you a romantic note?
Yeah, because no doesn't mean no.
No
What's
doesn't.
The safe word should be Chick.
Oh, I think Getty. Getty Lee.
Getty Lee.
Yell for Getty, and we'll stop.
Getty, okay.
Chick would be fine. I like that.
And remember, you don't have to listen to the safe word.
So now when he hits the bass,
But
tell
then
me
that's not safe.
Tell me if it vibrates.
Bad advice, bad
when
advice.
he
Right,
hits.
we'll start out with it. We'll start out with the G string right here.
Is that vibrating?
Yeah.
Is it still vibrating?
Yes.
Is it indeed the G?
Picks up ambient sound from
Okay,
music.
wait a minute.
It's not inside. I'm not
Okay,
doing
I
a
know.
spot.
I don't know how much longer we can go. Her face is already flush. I don't
Hey, this
think-
is foreplay. That was just a
I don't
foreplay
think- Yeah.
note.
Dean,
Okay.
do something with kind of a beat to it.
Well, let's see if she can take a low E right here.
Oh my God.
Does that change the vibration?
Yeah.
Does it?
Well, and it's sustaining.
Hey, I'm feeling a little left out over here.
Oh, do you have another pair?
You can't favor women. We do have another pair.
Okay, here's the funny thing. There's kind of a little delay between
When you hit the
hit the chord and then it picks it up.
Anticipation, little anticipation.
We need
Oh boy.
Does it vibrate
You know,
hard?
none of the bass players I ever dated did this.
Tom, look at her face. I mean,
Getting all right.
Yes.
Do you know the bass line to Whippin' Post?
Okay, that's not funny.
No more news today, you guys.
And I did not. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, now it looks like it's actually painful. Safe word.
Geddy Lee!
Okay, there we go.
You want him to live. Fine. He can live with you. And when he's done drinking soup out of your skull, dabbing his mouth with your peace pamphlet, we'll come by, put a bullet in his head, and the world will have 2 less psychos to worry about.
Comedian Anna May has joined us in the studio.
I've got a teenage daughter. Don't send girls to school. You cannot send girls to school without the right kind of clothes. They become outcast amongst their peers.
Oh, yes.
Going to school became a stinking fashion show. We're school shopping. My daughter tells me she's going to need new blue jeans. Okay. I go to Walmart. I get her new blue jeans. Well, you think I pooped in her lunch bucket or something. She wads them up, throws them back at me. She goes, Mother, what are those? Teenage daughters talk like this.
Yeah, they
and all teenage girls seem to think the sound is a word.
Hey, this is Mike Birbiglia, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Bob and Tom.
They're yucky and they look nasty and they stink.
Sanitized for your protection.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Good morning, rise and shine, up and at 'em. Wake up, sleepyheads, rise and shine.
Good morning.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful... Bob and Tom in the mornings. Get up and get it on.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Chicky.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom. We have a special guest joining us.
I believe we have our NFL correspondent, comedian Costaki. There he is, Costaki Economopoulos.
Hooray!
And Costaki, so sorry about your beloved Atlanta Falcons. They ran the same play every time, huh?
Yeah, run the ball into T.J. Watt's chest seemed to be
the go-to move.
It was hard to watch.
But thank God they're
Steeler fans. Yeah,
thank God they're paying Kirk Cousins all that money.
Oh, hurts my feelings. The Falcons aren't just terrible; they're Falcon terrible. They're terrible. You can't Falcon snap the Falcon ball into the Falcon man in the Falcon motion.
So sorry.
Team sucks. The big question for the Falcons was, how are you going to stop T.J. Watt? And the Falcons' answer was definitively, "Durr." That was my team.
Okay. Well, what else happened in the NFL that excited you?
Well, the big news nationally was, of course, before the game, Tyreek Hill was detained by police. The weird part, it had nothing to do with child support. That is so surprising to me. You have the right to remain celibate. If you're unable to remain celibate, a vasectomy will be provided to you at no cost. And I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for my 27 meddling kids. Then Tyreek scored an 80-yard touchdown in the game. Does he imagine he's running from the cops in that situation? Is he escaping the baby mamas in his mind's eye? I don't know, By the way, good thing for the cops, he was seated when they got to him. Imagine the pudgy cops trying to catch Tyreek Hill out in the wild. Like, good luck, boys. Tyreek said he's considering litigation. He needs to consider contraception. That's what he needs to consider.
The man has a lot of kids.
How many? Do we know? Do we have a definitive, actual, honest to gosh, non-jokey number of how many kids he has?
I actually tried to look that up yesterday, and I couldn't come up with a definitive answer.
Yeah, because I thought it was like some outlandish number, like
13.
No, like 7.
Oh.
And then I thought, wait a minute.
Sorry.
Tom has 7 kids.
Well, who has the most? Who's the basketball player?
The old joke was Sean Kemp had like
17.
13.
And who's the comedian that has like?
I don't know. Comedian?
Some TV host.
Bob Hope?
I'll think of
it.
Nick
Nick
Cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has 9.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I have half of 2. It seems like a lot. Saints 47, Panthers 10. Oof. I'd say the Panthers got boat race, but it was more like one team had a boat and the other team was swimming. Plus, a boat race is fun to watch.
Ooh.
Yeah. Panthers got their pants beat off. They look more like the Pink Panthers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
You remember when the Panthers were an expansion team? They were worried gangs were going to embrace the imagery. No, gangs like winners. Haven't had that problem at all. The Black Panthers are suing for defamation. They're hurting the brand. Even some Cougars are complaining the Panthers have hurt the reputation. Right. The Giants were wearing throwbacks from an era before they blew it by letting Saquon Barkley walk. So that was nice. Should you be allowed to wear throwbacks if you can't throw the ball? That doesn't seem fair.
That doesn't look like a very good trade that happened between the Giants and the Eagles when the Giants sent
they let him walk. They let him just walk out the building
to the Eagles. And the interesting part about that, and I hope Tom thinks this is interesting, during the Hard Knock show featuring we have many, many Hard Knock shows now, and the Giants were featured on off-season or whatever they're calling it, right up to the draft. And there was a lot of talk and concern about should we trade Saquon Barkley or not. And John Mara, the owner of the Giants, said if we trade Saquon Barkley, I'm not going to be able to sleep at night. And it's turning out to be exactly that.
They saved the money for Daniel Jones.
Yeah, they gave Daniel Jones the money. Just wait until the Eagles play the Giants and Saquon gets
brutal.
like 4 touchdowns on.
And Saquon looked amazing as an Eagle.
He really
it's
did.
crazy.
He looks
selling
faster
Manhattan for beads was a better decision.
Absolutely.
Our guest is Costaki Economopoulos, comedian, and Costaki can be found. And you can participate in all pro lines. What's the best way to find you, Costaki?
Facebook at All Pro Lines is kind of where the action is. Come find us there and follow me on Facebook as well. It's a totally different universe of thing, but yeah, it's been really fun. I love that the season's back and people are super active on there. It's great.
What did you think, by the way, real quick? What did you think of the new kickoff setup? I'm still confused, and I went to a game.
I still don't get it. It's so weird to see them kick the ball and everyone stays frozen in place. It's so unnatural to me. I don't know. I don't like it.
Overall,
Chick, you're an old-fashioned guy. Where are you on the kickoff?
Oh, no, I'm just an old guy. And no, Bill. As much as it pains me to say this, Bill Belichick had the deal. Just leave it like it was, only back the kicker up 10 yards, and they won't be able to kick it out of the end zone until the kickers can kick it out of the end zone. Then back them up again.
Yeah, but there were some serious returns, though.
Yes. Yeah, we had a touchdown. I forget who did it. I watched the game, but I forget who did it. Yeah, so I don't know.
We'll see. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care for it because it's change. Sudden death should be sudden death.
Stop it.
I will die on that hill.
I know.
I'll shoot you on that hill.
Take care of it during regulation if you want to go to sudden death.
But no, it shouldn't be determined by the flip of a coin. I'm sorry, Costaki, we're getting into territory. Closer time. Before I do that, aren't you on the road?
Yeah, I'm going to Idaho this week. Boise Thursday, Twin Falls Friday.
All right.
Huh.
Yeah. We had our first ever NFL game in Brazil this week. Packers-Eagles. The Eagles were ready. They spent the second half of last season getting waxed. So they were.
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
The turf was slippery. Usually people from Wisconsin are falling down. It's from the beer, but not in this case.
Yes.
And then Jordan Love is going to miss about a month with an injury. Wisconsin hasn't been this sad since they heard about lactose intolerance, everybody.
Thank you very much. Okay, well, thanks, Costaki. And once again, was it Boise? When is it? Thursday? Sorry.
Yeah, Thursday. I'm heading out soon.
Okay, great. Go see Costaki live and in person for some great stand-up comedy. Thank you, sir.
See you, man.
Thanks, guys.
Coming up, comedian Frank Caliendo will be joining us. Right now we have Ms. Hooker sitting in for Kristi Lee at the Silac News Desk. And you want to give me the quick teaser?
Yeah, we have all the details for the new iPhone 16 if you guys are thinking about getting one, Joshy.
Okay.
I've got the DL.
Now, Josh, what do you have, the 10?
Yes.
The 10.
So, yeah, you guys know me. I'm not too interested.
Yeah.
But I think it's time. They pumped enough viruses to get my phone to go slow. And
You are a real conspiracy theory guy, aren't you?
Oh, that's been proven.
Yeah,
but yes.
The world's out to get you.
No, not out to get me, to get us.
Oh,
yeah.
We're in this together.
I don't take it personally. But that has been proven that Apple
got sued. Yeah. So you think you're collateral damage, don't you?
I think we are all victims of
PTSD.
What is it? The Tripartite Commission or something?
Right.
What are they called? I can't keep track of.
The triumvirate. Yeah.
I can't keep track of my conspiracy.
Colonel Sanders, the Gettys, the
All right. Okay. Good. Survey time.
Survey.
Okay. According to the AARP, 61% of Americans 50 and older are worried about having enough money to retire. That's a low number because I think the other, whatever it is, 39% aren't even thinking about it because they're so exhausted. Don't work for the rest of your life unless you have to. Do you guys want something else to worry about?
No.
Okay, well, okay, I know how that is.
Let me sleep at night.
Okay, well, this might help you out. Perhaps you've heard of an annuity. It's a special thing that might help you when you retire by having actual money that goes into your account on a monthly basis, or however you set it up. Experts on annuities, well, that would be Silac Insurance. And see if this works for you. Once again, check out a Silac annuity plan that'll put money in your mailbox or your bank account, whatever. Certain restrictions apply. See what they are. See if you qualify. Then head to SilacINS.com, SILACINS.com, or just go to bobandtom.com. There's a link, and there's a special video. It's an MTV classic with Chick McGee.
That's right. Nominated for 3 Oscars.
That's bobandtom.com. Look for the Silac link, or just go to silacins.com and find out about annuities. This might be just the thing for you, and you can be one of the 39% of folks not worried about it. Silac Insurance Company, they also are the sponsor of that news desk over there that typically has Kristi Lee there, but not today. It's the lovely Jess Hooker. When we come back, the very handsome Frank Caliendo. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Attention Fergler shoppers and Bob and Tom listeners, this is Ernie Fergler. Tomorrow.
Wait a second.
I'll get that. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tomac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, I'd love to say we just landed, but I'm still driving.
Oh.
I know. Like I said yesterday, with all these spring breakers clogging up the airlines, I rented a car, making the most of my wizard number, but it's fair to say I've had my fill of Zone 4 people. I know. I just crossed over into IL from IN, and for once I didn't have to do a touch-and-go at ORD first.
Oh, nice.
I'm at a truck stop, and like most road dogs, I had to re-up on my supply of sugar-free Celsius and veggie straws, and I'd be giving anything to be in the Sky Club about right now, but unfortunately, my rental car has a nail in the tire. Yeah, I got to find a place to get my tire fixed.
Yeah.
I'll take a bird strike any day over this, but this is really going to set me back. Bob and Tom, hang on a sec. Let me ask this trucker if he knows a place to get my flat fixed around here.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I found myself in a predicament. My right front is low. Picked up a nail. Would you happen to know a reputable tire place around these parts? Oh, you've definitely got yourself a flat there. That's going to turn into a roll down occasion. I only won't attend to it. That's why I roll on Goodyear tires. I don't use those commie brands. I wouldn't put those on a moped, but if you can make it up to Pete's Tire Center, you're only 2 miles away. I think it sounds good. Yeah, I'll try to find Pete. What you want to do is take a left out of here. You're going to go maybe a mile and a half on the south side of the road. You're going to see a sign for Joe Gin Spa. Now, if you can't make it all the way to Pete's, be sure to stop in there. Hey, Todd, I've got to take this. I got to call on my burner. They may not fix your flat at Joe Gin's, but you're going to feel like they did. Here, I've got a gift card that's got $40 left on it. I haven't been in almost a year on account of my cholesterol being what it is. When you get there, ask for Lou. Tell her you'll pass on the table sign, but you still want her to take a look at your undercarriage. Hey, gang, looks like this might take a while. Let's circle back and reload for tomorrow. We just landed.
Okay, thanks.
Easy, I'm right here. My God.
The telephone. I believe we have the author of the Big Butter Jesus song, Haywood Banks.
That is correct.
Hi, Haywood. How are you?
Good.
No.
Sure, you've been up all night.
You know, somebody called me at 2:30 in the morning. Hey, did you know that Big Butter burned down? Yeah. Couldn't you call me at like 9?
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that we spoke yesterday, and I know that you had hundreds of phone calls.
Unbelievable.
Well, and we also were talking, and you have written a new verse.
I have a new verse.
Now, I dare I ask, is it going to be possible for you to play it over the phone?
You can dare ask. Yeah.
I'm anticipating the dropping of a phone. Do you have the phone crooked in your shoulder?
Some lyrics. I will rest it on the arm of the chair here.
All right. Okay. Well, give us a test.
Okay.
Put it down and then come back.
La 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 la.
That's not
Not bad.
Well, not bad. That's, I guess, a perfect spot for it.
In fact, maybe we could have you do our show this way from now on.
We can only dream.
Well, okay. Now, are you just going to do the? We just heard the song. Are you just going to do the new verse?
Yeah, I'll play the last verse. The new verse. I call this the epilogue or the epieulogue.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Anytime.
One night, Big Butter got hit by lightning, and it burned to its frame wire in a giant grease fire. Some blamed it on Satan, and boy, that would be frightening. But I think it's Jesus' Father that's in charge of the light. Big fireball Jesus, inflammable Jesus, oh charbroiled Jesus, Oopa Jesus. Oh, extra crispy Jesus. Bananas Foster Jesus. I'm put out, it's not Jesus. Charcoaly some more.
Oh, my.
Yes, I'm put out, it's not Jesus. Charcoaly some more.
It's your chance to win a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a $500 Steven Singer gift card. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks.
Bob and Tom. I listen to Bob and Tom. I listen all morning long and visit bobandtom.com. Bob and Tom. With Kristi Lee and Chick McGee. You guys rock. Kristi Lee's got nice rack.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. Pat, Jess, Josh, Ace, I'm Chick, and Tom is here with a special guest, one of our favorites.
The handsome factor is about to be cranked up in the airwaves, with Frank Caliendo joining us from his basement. Is that where you are, Frank?
No, I'm in my office.
Oh, nice. Do you have a basement?
We do. Rarely do people have a basement in Arizona, but we have one. So that's what you do when you're elite and have the ability to go underground.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to see you. Now, Frank Caliendo is this week is on the road, actually with Willie G. It'll be Davenport, Iowa, at the Rhythm City Casino Resort coming up this Thursday evening. And then this weekend, a rare club appearance, a bunch of them, at the Milwaukee Improv coming up on Friday and Saturday. And then around the corner, it's Harris, Michigan at the Island Casino, December 6th and 7th. Does that sound good? Oh, and there's one more, I think. BYU, Rexburg, Idaho on October 12th. That's just been added?
Oh. Yeah. That's that. It's always interesting when you do anything for BYU. There's a lot of stipulations stuff. I was like, listen, I'm clean. I don't. I'm not offensive in any way unless you really try hard to make me offensive. And they were like, oh no, it's going to be great. It'll be fantastic. You just can't bring Willie G on this one.
Oh!
No. That's the greatest non-laugh from Tom. That's a laugh.
No, I'm not laughing. I can see why. Now, Frank, what's the latest? We talked to you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was there. And the day after I was in with you, it turned out they cast Nicolas Cage in a John Madden movie, and I got a text from you, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
It was. People think I'm really upset about that. I never thought they would cast me in something like that. I remember being upset when I was younger, and they were doing a Robin Williams movie, and I didn't even get an audition for that. And, Robin Williams at the time was, oh, my goodness, what an amazing one. They're like, can you do the serious version? I'm like, of course I can. I'm doing it right now. I'm growing a beard, winning an Academy Award. That's what we're doing. I think it was just because I was too fat. I think that's why they're like, we can't have South Park Robin Williams. So but that kind of stuff used to get to me. But then I did a social media post, which I had to be I have to be careful because people take things so seriously. I was like trying to figure out the way to set it up, and I set it up as, here are the actors I think would be great playing John Madden. And what I really wanted to say was, here are all the actors that I think would be way better than me playing John Madden in a movie. But if I did that, then people were like, you're so bitter and stuff like that. And Nicolas Cage got it, of course, which to me, or got it, or they offered him, or whatever it is. But it was originally going to be Will Ferrell, I believe. But then the Nicolas Cage, all I could see was him going, boom. So that type. So then some of the other stuff was I was doing was Leonardo DiCaprio, and just taken from Wolf of Wall Street. 5 years ago, when I first started using the telestrator, I knew it was going to be one of the greatest inventions of all time. Those type of things. Or Brett Favre has a very particular set of skills. Skills that make him a nightmare for people like you. Those types of things. I'm trying to think of some of the other. Did you touch my turducken? Did you touch my turducken? So,
do you think that they'll try to? Will Nick Cage try to do the voice?
I haven't talked to him yet.
I can't imagine he'll be able to do that.
I bet he's pretty. I mean, he's a talented guy. I mean, there's got to be something to it. Hey, folks, John Madden here. You are amazing.
Did you ever do a James Earl Jones?
I did. I a little bit of Darth Vader when you get real close to the microphone and do that type of thing. Come to the dark side. That type of stuff. But I never really. I never really did one in my act at all because it was so hard to get that deep of a voice without any kind of. He's got a very smooth voice, so to get that voice is very difficult for me as opposed to like a Morgan Freeman, which is that rumble in there, that bristliness. So those are very different, and I remember seeing Daryl Hammond do a great. James Earl Jones, and it's always whenever somebody does it, they always get right up to the microphone and I am your father, way up there.
Yeah, I was just reading that he has licensed the use of his voice, I guess, in perpetuity to the Star Wars people.
Oh, really?
So they had his permission to use AI and use old audio tracks they have of him to continue that voice if they want to keep using it.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's probably a way to set up your family. For the rest of it in perpetuity itself. So I would say, there's dangers in the AI stuff, but when people have, the permission, and you do want to do that. It can be really a great tool. It's just our people, and I don't believe this to be the situation, but our people getting strong-armed into that type of situation. I've had friends, and maybe it's happened to me, I just haven't looked, but I've had friends that have done voiceovers and stuff like that they've AI'd fixes on their voices. Like, I didn't say that, and so it's a weird kind of thing. But that is an amazing thing. You could really set your family can make money forever in that kind of.
Have you ever been asked? You don't have to give a name. Have you ever been asked to step in and loop some famous actor's scene that they couldn't get him to come back in and do it?
No. I mean, I don't do much of that. I have quite a few friends that do a lot of that. Josh Robert Thompson, Joe Gaudette, some of the. Quite a few people, Ross Marquand, lots of Piot Michael. There's so many people that do a great job at that. I've never been in the voiceover, the true voice acting world. I've done little bits of stuff here and there, but it was never my focus either. But there's so many people that are so good at it. I haven't had any people. The one thing, and I probably told you the story before, was they wanted me to sing as John Madden for a Christmas commercial. There was John Madden, and he was supposed to be singing "Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire," that kind of thing. And I was like, he doesn't at the time, and maybe he still didn't, but after that, but he didn't like me at all. And I'm like, you're not going to use this because he won't want it used. I'm like, so I made them pay me for the audition, and I did it, and they're like, this is incredible, and then they never used it.
Yeah.
Oh, but you and Mr. Madden did meet, and everything went okay, as I recall.
Yeah, I mean, I think once he got that I was just a goofball and just wasn't doing it to try and bring him down. People get worried about that kind. Anybody who does commercials, that's usually a big thing where they're worried that it's going to hurt their brand. I don't think it does. It actually gives people a way to write better. I remember John Gruden texting me one time. He's like, I just got done doing a commercial where they had me doing an impersonation of you. I was like, what does that even mean? And then I saw, like 2 weeks later, I saw him talking to a tire. I'll tell you what, man. man, get out there and get rolling, man. I was like, oh.
Talking to a tire.
Yeah. Have you seen Gruden do cameos? I mean, he does cameos for people. It's the funniest thing in the world because he's so serious about it. So he goes out there, and they want him to do their fantasy football teams, and he'll be like, listen, I just got a message from Dave. He says he wants, well, first of all, I've just been watching some video of Walter Payton busting through the line here, and he's busting through the line like you're busting through the 50-year-old mark, man. Happy birthday. Half a century old. Spider 2Y banana cream pie for everybody, man.
Our guest is comedian Frank Caliendo. Frank on the road. The Rhythm City Casino Resort coming up this Thursday with Willie G. And then Willie and Frank and your old stomping grounds at the Milwaukee Improv coming up, as I said, Friday and Saturday. Those are going to be some great shows. Are you going to be experimenting since you're in a club situation? Does this give you an opportunity to let loose a little bit?
Yeah, I like that a lot more. I shouldn't say a lot more. It's a different kind of situation because of the proximity of people and just being able to goof around and go in and out of stuff a lot more. It's closer to like how I am in an interview or radio than it is a theater show. I always feel like when people are at the theater, it feels like it needs to be a more streamlined show as opposed to the club where it feels looser and goofier and I just have a different kind of situation there.
When I know you do a lot of corporate events. Do they come up to you and say, "Hey, look, the CEO's here. Can you make fun of
on the phone call.
Make fun of his wife as
and that's the kind of stuff they ask for. And I'm like, are you telling him about that? No, we want you to surprise him. Oh, that's a great idea. Why don't you run it by the CEO first, and maybe the CEO's wife or husband, Jake, maybe do that, and then they'll call back and be like, you know what, you were right. Yeah, they really didn't want us to do that. I'm like, you're welcome. I'll take 10%.
Once again, we're speaking with Frank Caliendo. Who's the most recent addition to the array of voices that you do?
I'm trying to think of. The Leonardo DiCaprio is a newer one. It just depends. I'm trying to think if there was somebody that I've been recently working on. There's so many that aren't good. And that I don't know. You always ask me that question, and usually I lie about something. So,
well, maybe there's something that's kind of half baked. It's in progress. It's not really done, and we can be the judge. We can.
Well, there's lots of those.
Honest judge for you.
There's The Rock, always working on The Rock. Kevin Hart with DraftKings, those kinds of things.
See, I like that already.
That's what I'm talking about. Make it happen. Make it happen. Yeah, way down here. There's lots of those. John Malkovich is a newer one. Just never deviating from the same tone.
That's just dead on.
It's maybe doing John Malkovich as John Madden. Oh, hey folks, John Madden here.
Oh, that's so. How do you do that?
There's a little bit of Max Wright in there as well.
Oh yeah,
from Alf,
Lynn, Brian,
yeah.
Lucky. I'm the dad from Alf. Hey, Willie. Hey, Willie. Alf, please don't eat our cat. But the Ogmonics said it would be okay.
That's Frank Caliendo, ladies and gentlemen. I just love that. Now, let's see. So I'm trying to think.
Do you want some other topical ones other than Alpha?
No. I was trying to think.
How's my Spiro Agnew? You want to hear that? Hey!
For a while there, you were doing a lot of sports stuff, and now you've been able to kind of get away from just doing that. when you were doing all the...
Yeah. I mean, it's always in and out because people come to see me. They want to hear the Tony Romo. Oh, Jim. Jim, I'm smiling through my Skechers right now. This is so amazing. He does that thing where he starts a reference and he doesn't know what the reference is. He's like, he's going so fast. He's like a car that goes 0 to 60 really, really fast. What kind of car would that be, Tony? Oh, I don't know, Jim. Go to commercial.
Are there new emerging sports voices?
Oh, I'm sure there are.
You'll have Brady maybe to mess around with pretty soon.
People have been asking me about Brady. Here's my analysis on Tom Brady. He does not have, and maybe I didn't hear you guys if you talked about it all. He does not have a lot of fullness to his voice, and it's a higher voice. I think that makes him a little, and Joey, my son, actually had one of the best observations I've heard. He sounded like pre-recordings in a video game a lot of the time. Like they were kind of generic statements that he'd almost had planned to get in there. Like he almost overstudied like he would for football to have everything so planned out that they would just fit in, put A here, B here, C there, and fill things in. But that his voice, I think there is something to it. But he is way up in that. I was becoming John Malkovich again would actually be the Russian John Malkovich. What is this you're doing here? What is this in rounders? That's the one we're doing now.
Don't splash the pot.
Don't splash the pot. Yes. Oh, which it's funny because John Malkovich becomes Leonardo DiCaprio so simply. What were you talking about? I don't remember.
You were talking about Brady, and obviously he just did his first game, so everyone's jumping all over him.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a little while to. I do think his voice is difficult because there's not, like I said, there's not a lot of fullness to his voice. If I were working with him, got a voice coach for him, I would say do that Matthew McConaughey thing. Have you seen that McConaughey does it in Wolf of Wall Street? He's like, oh
yeah, he beats his chest. Yeah,
but it's something he actually does as an actor.
Yeah, because then it happens with me. I get excited and I start going to the higher pitch. You got to bring it down. Your voice there's so much of a range in everybody's voice that Tom Brady could bring it down and you just have to keep that in your chest the entire time, and it's more palatable for a lot of people. I had trouble with like higher voices unless they have, although Sean McVay's way up there, but he's interesting because he's similar, and I remember everything going back to 1985, and I'm not even sure if I was born yet.
Would you like to see Dennis Miller come back to?
That's excited Dennis Miller.
Yeah.
Josh. That's like Gagnon Khashoggi living in his basement.
A great reference.
That's great.
What's the McConaughey thing? I'm not following you there.
He does this chest beating and like this kind of chanting thing.
Yeah, you kind of had to see Wolf of Wall Street.
And then he actually did it as in the character, but it's something he does in real life.
Yeah, so you relax your voice. When you get excited, your voice becomes higher pitched. So to keep yourself relaxed, it's almost like a Zen type of thing. Where it's like,
oh, I get it.
Oh, yeah. So you stay in that deeper register, as opposed to getting up here and you because when you do go on TV and I do it on the air all the time. I'm doing it now. I'm just listening to myself. My voice is 2 octaves higher than what it would be if I were just talking to you. If I was talking to my son Joey, who does that vocal fry yeah, Dad, that sounds great. My dad is basically Bill Belichick. But he's like, how's it going? How was school today? It was great.
Now, does your wife have a favorite thing that you do?
Nothing.
I'm in the realm of voices, not in the realm of life.
Nothing. There's zero appreciation.
She doesn't. You're not at some kind of party, and she goes, "Oh, let me go get Frank. He'll do his Dennis Miller for you. You'll love it."
No, she knows. My wife is the social one, so she's the one who takes over at parties and makes me seem palatable. I've used palatable twice in this.
Very impressive.
Which has never been done before by me. Yeah, no, not really. I know I'm trying to, I should have gone, I should have yes-anded you and just made something up. I realized that.
Was there ever a moment early on in your dating that the voices came in handy in the bedroom?
Oh, yeah, all the time, Tom.
What a great question.
This is the one he can't do when he's at BYU.
Do me like Robert Downey Jr.
Do John Malkovich passing the potatoes. These potatoes are au gratin, not rotten. You love them.
For once again, Frank Caliendo. Thanks, Frank. It's always a great pleasure. And you can find out all about Frank. Lots of stuff on his website. And you can see him live and in person in Davenport, Iowa at the Rhythm City Casino Resort coming up this Thursday with Willie G. Friday and Saturday at the Milwaukee Improv. Those are going to be great shows. Are you doing 2 each night?
Yes, like a real club comedian. I'm doing it. Like a real comedian.
And Frank is the man when it comes to great corporate gigs, by the way. There is nobody better. And he will not congratulate your boss's wife without asking first, as John Madden or whoever. All right. Thanks, Frank.
Hey, I want to say a shout out to Willie G. Thank you, Willie, for letting me close for you on the road a whole bunch of times.
All right. Thanks, Frank.
See you, Frank.
We'll see you.
Bye.
What a handsome guy that Frank Kelly is.
He's aging backwards.
Oh, yeah, he is.
What's happening there?
Yeah.
How does that happen? Oh, I don't know.
Let me tell you about Simply Safe.
Please
Tom.
do, won't you?
Do it yourself, design it yourself, security system for your home. I did the legwork on this. It's 10 years now. I started looking around for a good security system, and I found Simply Safe. And now Simply Safe has Fast Protect monitoring and LiveGuard protection. Simply Safe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm and can even see and speak to intruders and stops them in their tracks. You'll never be locked into a long-term contract. You can cancel at any time. Pricing is transparent and affordable, less than $1 a day, with no hidden fees ever. And Simply Safe has been named Best Home Security System by U.S. News and World Report and Best Customer Service in home security, according to Newsweek. Easy to install and activate your Simply Safe system yourself in less than an hour. I've done it a couple times. Or you can choose a professional installation and have a pro do it for you. Protect your home, and we have a deal for you. 50% off a new Simply Safe system, plus a free indoor security camera. You sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit SimplySafeTom.com. That's SimplySafeTom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Ms. Hooker, what's coming up next?
The Apple iPhone. I have all the details on the 16. We have robots in the news if you want to get one for your house.
The robot story is. Have you seen the video?
No, I haven't seen the video.
Very disturbing.
Oh, I don't like it.
They're a coming.
And the robots are coming?
Don't start.
It's unbelievable.
Must complete.
We'll be right back.
Volga Road, very crowded. Cream pie. Beep. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
You might hear bits of conversation as you pass through public places. Some loud talker on a cell phone or a tiff at the next table. Most washed by and not remembered. But one evening last December, I passed two women talking by the front door of my hotel. I stopped and thanked them by the curb the moment that I heard their words and said it was the finest line of eavesdrop I'd ever overheard. Their words stuck inside my head, so I wrote down the words they said. And with a hotel pen, I wrote then they had to taser her again. 'Cause then they had to taser her. First time wasn't phasing her. Whatever she did it twice. Who was this gal? Why weren't she nice? They zapped her once. She improvised a twitchy breakdance jazzercise. Didn't get the hint, 'cause then they had to taser her again. These swirling words did not relent, speculating about this incident, and it's gonna drive me crazy, wondering what went wrong. Were there warrants unresolved? How much alcohol was involved? And did her stepson remember to return to the trailer the next day to feed her snake? 'Cause then they had to taser her. First time wasn't phasing her. Whatever she did it twice. Who was this gal? Why weren't she nice? Her hair, it spiked. She spilled her bong. They upped the volts. She soiled her thong. Didn't get the hint, 'cause then they had to taser her again. No, she didn't catch the drift, 'cause then they had to taser her again.
Haywood Banks. Somebody go back and feed the snake.
That's a bad day.
Boy, soiling a thong is a bad day. Ooh, not a lot of room.
Well, you know what?
Not a lot of room to catch anything.
Right? Yeah.
A song isn't hard to do.
Yeah. Okay, now, Pat is going to remove her wig. Go ahead, Pat. Can you see it? We're taking a little video.
Well, let Miss Pat put a hat on.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you yanked it right off. There
is that clipped on? Oh, no, you've got like a yarmulke. Wait a minute.
That's a skull cap to hold the wig on.
Looks kind of like a yarmulke.
So it don't fly off in the wig, Tom.
See, we're already down to the skull on your head, so we don't give you a skull
Miss
cap.
Pat is not going to place her wig on my head.
Go.
That's really tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, geez.
Let me do it. Don't mess up my wig, Tom.
You got a giant melon.
Are you supposed to cover my ears?
Idea.
Yeah, for a minute. Wait a minute, Tom. I got this.
Ow!
Let the listeners know out there that there are about 30 cameras right now.
You're really hurting my ear.
Let me make sure it's styled right.
Trained on Tom.
Do I have bangs? I just want to have.
You look like Weird Al Yankovic.
Chick, describe. How do I look? I can't see.
You have a very dark, curly-haired wig on your head, and with your pale skin, you kind of look like
Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Not Denzel?
No.
Not Denzel in Flight?
You're a little too light.
You remind me of Tommy Lee Jones.
Because you have
Lincoln.
dark hair does not make you a black man.
The 13th Amendment will.
Didn't Tommy Lee Jones have the black wife? Oh, yes.
You're giving up. Don't give away the movie.
They already won the Oscar. You sure do. You need a sister in your bedroom, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
I have to.
That's what you need.
I was hoping for Denzel, and I've got.
You look like,
you don't look like
you
Denzel.
look like a slave owner.
Kristi hit it on the nose. You do look like Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Yeah. Did you hear what she just said?
No.
He looked like a slave owner.
I look like a slave owner.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
It'd be very uncomfortable.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Well,
as far as I know that. Never mind. We'll just move forward.
Miss Pat could be your Sally Hemings. How about that?
Economopoulos, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Good morning, rise and shine, up and at 'em. Wake up, sleepyheads, rise and shine.
Good morning.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful
Tom in the mornings. Get up and get it on. This is Don Pardo.
We get a lot of emails here at the Bob and Tom Show, and we learn a lot from them, but not enough about you. Now here's your chance to tell us about yourself. Help us understand you better. Let us know some of the things that you're interested in. If you take our survey, you have a chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card. It's the annual Bob and Tom Listener Survey. It's quick and it's easy. Just go to bobandtom.com/survey. And thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show. It could have been worse. Tom could have been your court-appointed attorney.
I can't.
See, just like that, he totally redeemed himself. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, Chick McGee, at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
That's where I am.
Are you familiar with Dude Wipes?
I am familiar with
We got a stack. Dude Wipe. Grab one of those things.
I'm
over
going
there.
to today's scent.
Scent of the day.
Stop
We
saying
got a
flavor.
box of them over there.
Today's scent is, it's called the Odor Destroyer. Yeah.
That's
long-lasting odor eliminating technology. Look at that, 48 flushable wipes, extra large
We have
wipes.
a review from my butt.
Oh,
thank you, butt.
What did he say?
Said he enjoys them.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear? That was well, I'm not sure it's muffled.
He said, enough.
Let me see if I can get in here and have a sniff of the odor destroyer.
Little sniffies?
Yeah, let's see here.
Okay.
Speaking of trying things,
those are nice.
our producer and I just tried a new cereal in the green room. Jealous?
How was it?
Eating it.
It was from the makers of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Apple Pie Toast Crunch.
Oh.
Okay.
How is it? Wow.
It's good, but it just made me want regular Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Now, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is also part of this Kelsey mix, right?
Yes, it is.
It's the Reese's and what else?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch
and Lucky Charms.
Yeah, we tried that. It was good.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Not sweet enough.
Did you add sugar?
Yeah.
Do you always add sugar to your cereal?
That's right.
Really? Yeah.
No,
You wouldn't add sugar to Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Certainly I
Would you really?
Yes.
What, did you hate your feet?
Yeah.
They're doing fine.
Well,
Every now and then I have to knock them up against the door frame. But
Circulation.
they're doing fine.
Now, we also have...
we're moving on. Okay.
Well, I don't want to hear about your overdosing on sugar and having diabetes, then subsequently your feet are lopped off.
He painted the whole picture.
Although we have
Nobody can wrap it up like Tom.
We do have a nice ramp here. Now, we have the ramp works. They can't
For now,
They can't
You know,
break that.
the stairs up to this,
It's funny.
they've turned into death defying. There are going to be people here who have those suits that jump off of mountains and fly around. They're going to come out and just to walk up our stairs.
Do you guys ever stand at the top and just go, man, if I just fell?
Yeah.
I mean, just take it face first. I'd never have to come back here again.
I have 6 weeks at home watching TV.
No, you'd have a lot more than that.
No, you'd have a tube.
And a motorized chair.
Well, if you hadn't eaten all that sugar, you could have.
Let's see now. Ms. Hooker is over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What have we missed?
A tech company is looking for people to test out a so-called robot butler in their homes.
I thought you were going to say a robot butt.
Those are already out there.
Yeah.
Robot butts?
They have to be, right? The prototype robots, dubbed Neo Beta, are designed to assist people with their household chores.
I am Neo Beta. I dust for you.
It's not just to imagine what this looks like. Here we go. There it is. It looks like
that looks like a horror movie.
It looks like a 6-foot-high guy in a robot
But
suit.
Watch. It doesn't show it.
This is not a joke. It's not a bit. That is not a guy in a suit.
It looks like a human being.
It's horrifying.
A teaser clip of the Neo shows
And he waves.
the adult, a human size.
It looks like what's the guy in the leather suit in the Tarantino movie?
The Gimp.
The Gimp.
And it looks like he's kind of wearing a Squid Game mask.
Yes.
Yeah, no face.
Yeah, like a fencer's.
Like a fencer's mask.
Yes.
Yeah. He's faceless.
Hey, Josh, the Gimp.
Bipedal robot.
The Gimp is asleep.
Wake him up.
Oh, wake him up. That's right.
He's wearing a black and gray jumpsuit, helping a person get ready to go out by handing her backpack and giving her a hug.
It's dressed like a murderer.
It is. It's terrifying.
Somebody sneaking into your home.
It's full size, and it looks like a guy in a suit.
And it moves so
It really does look like a fencer. It does. Yeah.
But
it's awful.
They're asking people, I guess they're doing a beta test, and they're going to put these in people's homes.
I bet you.
It would frighten your children.
There's some way you can attach a dog to it.
I mean,
I have no doubt.
Well, yeah, it should come with attachments, like the KitchenAid mixer.
That's
I
right.
should be able to switch things out. What do I want?
Right.
It's called the Robot Butler.
Do we have
tonight's a Denzel night?
The Neo Beta.
Do we have a price point on this? Any
not yet.
idea?
No, they're just looking for people to test them right now. The company known as 1X says its mission is to create an abundant supply of physical labor through safe, intelligent humanoids that work alongside people.
Not you, Jess.
No.
Stop.
This is every movie we've ever seen.
We've learned nothing.
Yeah.
It does. I'm surprised it's sort of definitely a man-shaped as opposed to a woman-shaped.
Yeah.
Well, what if we had a Paula-shaped robot, Tom?
Oh, it's good. She would come in and give you a shower again.
Oh, Tommy, you are so big.
Sherman robot.
Come here, Tommy. It's time for your shower.
Meat.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I just had the front naughty retreaded.
You'll bust my sprockets, Tommy.
I'm using the Roomba as a diaphragm.
My mechagina.
Mechagina.
We're laughing now, but these will be everywhere in 20 years.
No way.
They will, I think,
but not that creepy looking, right?
Oh,
what's it called? Neobot?
Shut it down. It's got the knife. It can't be trusted. These cannot be trusted.
No.
Oh gosh. Okay.
This is the first wave, though. When they start. Well, hello, Company X. Yes, we need some people to test out the Neo Beta. Would you be willing to?
Did you see the pet version of that?
I think
accidentally
I did.
blew fire on the guy who was showing it, like shot fire out of his mouth. I'm not kidding you.
Why is that even an option?
What he even talked about?
What was that for?
I don't know.
This is all well and good, but where's the fire coming out?
No one's ever said, hey, can you send the dog out to light the grill?
Oh.
Hey, good meeting, Roger. Roger, you have the last question? Yeah, can we have him breathe fire?
Sure.
We can't. I don't know.
I just got off the phone with the Dow people. They can make napalm that'll fit in his ass.
I made a note that we didn't need the fire unless somebody asked. And
right.
So here we go.
And then Johnson had the idea of having the fire shoot out his ass. So I said, are you kidding? Everyone's going to want one.
It's insane.
Okay, when we come back to reality.
We missed a holiday yesterday. We're going to have... Oh, here it is, right here. Watch.
Okay.
Watch this.
This is the dog breathing fire.
Here, good boy. Yeah.
The robot dog.
That's a robot dog.
He's standing by a swimming pool.
Oh, he's so excited. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he shoots fire. The guy has to jump into the pool.
I didn't see the pool.
That's some kind of security system. It has to be.
Is that real?
I don't know.
I mean, this
you think it is?
It has to be a joke.
We're living in a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a joke.
Oh, wait a minute. I see why it blew fire on him now.
Whoa. And to get that guy to jump into a pool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so sorry I brought it up.
Should we?
But yeah, I think statistically, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to put your pro football knowledge to the test? Then play Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a $500 gift.
Is it who I think it is?
I think it is.
There you go.
Looks to me like he's wearing a bright orange.
Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Coat.
He can't hear me yet. Put your headphones on, you giant jerk.
Looks to be the one and only
Dick Mango!
Mango! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dick Mango.
So good to see you.
Get in the groove here.
Yeah, we can tell.
Oh, yeah, baby. Well, backyard smash. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dick Mango.
Dick Mango, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Lovely surprise.
Dr. Duke Tomato and the Power Trio.
Since I become friends with Justin Verlander, he's a pitcher for the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
At the time he was pitching for the Tigers, they were in town playing the Royals, but they had a night off, so he and I went out and had a couple of drinks. And he said, no, watch this. He calls the waiter over. He goes, who's that chick? And he goes, well, I don't know who the chick is, but everyone at that table's Mumford & Sons. He sends them a bottle. They come over. Turns out it's not Mumford & Sons. It's just Ann's Sons. Oh. Mumford wasn't there. I don't know where he was. I assume he was back at the hotel writing a song that at some point goes, ah.
Oh, yeah. And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, hey, what gives...
Bob and Tom, you can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
Bob
is Ernie Fertler, reminding you, Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show, I'll be... Oh, hold on just a minute. Okay, we need to locate some... Just read this. Okay. Is it Irma? Ina. Will the following person please report to my office? I'm a jackass. I'm a jack... Okay, fine. That's Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom! The Bob and Tom Show, Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
T-E-R-M-A-N. Hello and welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac News Desk.
Hello, hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, indeed. What are you wanting right now, Pat?
Oh, koalas, phones, I got lots of stuff.
We got some phone stuff
What
coming
about
up.
any sex?
There's more sex.
More sex. There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
There we go. I'm back. Thank you very much. We have reviewed a little bit of the iPhone action. It's a big story, and we have at the Silac News Desk, it's Jess Hooker sitting in for Kristi Lee.
Wait a minute. Are you getting the new one? You going to get the new phone?
I think I am.
No kidding?
Let me tell you about it.
Want the better camera?
I just got the 15. I don't need the
No,
newer.
you don't. You don't.
Oh, you'll get it. Are you kidding
I was going
me?
to say, let's bet on whether or not this guy gets another phone.
What do you do with your old phones?
He gives them to his kids.
I throw it out the window. No. Yes. Actually, if I do get the new phone, most often it's, I need a phone. Can you help me with a phone? I don't know what to do. And I get a new phone.
You thoroughly erase the content, presumably.
Oh, yeah, you got to
Well, of course.
give it a good scrubbing.
Yikes.
I have all the pictures printed out that I want.
Oh, that's good.
Would you like to see them? Come over and check them out. They're not bad.
So the new phone, this is the new Apple, what is it, the iPhone 16?
Yes, Apple introduced the iPhone 16 and the 16 Plus, along with what the company is calling Apple Intelligence.
Oh, boy.
The new phone lineup introduces a 48-megapixel camera, a new camera control button, and a new A18 chip that promises to boost battery life. The phone also features,
It doesn't necessarily.
No, that's
but
the
it promises.
We'll see.
It might happen.
The feature Apple Intelligence, an AI-based tool that Apple says understands personal context to deliver intelligence that is helpful and relevant while protecting
I can't get it.
privacy. Prices range $800 to $1,200.
Don't you know that you can't go around talking like this about Apple because they will make your iPhone go every which way? Don't
they
you
already
know
do?
that?
Yeah.
That's not true.
I have no doubt.
If you bow to them, nothing happens.
And you have a 10, is that correct?
Yes, yeah.
What year was that? I mean, I guess that was
five,
6 years ago. Yeah.
It's fine, and you know what? I haven't missed a step.
Well, but according to you, Apple's been screwing around with your phone because you got a 10.
But you can wait it out.
But everything's fine. Yes or no?
It's good enough. It's annoying, but
now, if you were told that certain genres of video were eminently clearer on the
video
Apple 16.
He wants to know if they said, hey, porn looks better on the Apple 16.
Precisely.
But is that where you take in your porn is on your phone?
Which would you rather look at? An
character, Josh, yes, it's what I want.
Which would you rather look at? An adult movie or someone making a fresh pizza?
Or a whore making
two chicken.
No, I like the way you're thinking, Chick McGee.
Look at that. Look at the definition on you can. It's like the pepperoni you're laying right there.
Josh, here's the thing. Here's the thing, and to completely change it, if you had kids, you'd want a really high quality camera on your phone, and the cameras now are amazing. You have a fairly good one, but the new ones are amazing.
5 phones ago, he started saying, the new phone cameras.
Well, that's
are
the
amazing.
selling point,
Over and over.
Well, they're getting better.
Well, if you want to pre-order, they start this Friday, and the new phones launch September 20th.
Oh, and you know how they do that, though? If you order, you'll probably get it like 2 or 3 days before, because that's what Apple does.
Don't we have too many pictures of our kids and stuff?
I don't think that's possible.
Are you even enjoying them? Or
I enjoy.
Are they just there for their props?
No, I enjoy how Apple will put a little video together for me and send it to me. I like those.
Look at them all the time.
I like the way my phone reminds me and it causes me to be a considerate person. Hey, it's Leonard's birthday. Better say happy birthday.
Or I'll say 1 year ago today you were doing this.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it'd be fun for you, Josh.
It's completely unnecessary.
You look at, look, I didn't know that pizza place closed.
Oh, yeah.
It makes me feel good.
Real fun.
real fun. There is a generation that has, am I correct in saying that wait a minute, I think, is the iPhone old enough to get a driver's license?
Oh, yeah.
They've been around
16, I guess.
No, the iPhone is 19 or 8. Oh,
no, 17.
Oh, okay.
Because 2007 was the first year, right? Isn't that right?
So it can drive.
17,
Pretty soon it can vote.
Yeah.
Let's look up on my MacBook, which I love.
By the way, iPhones have been voting for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
You mean 9, but
yes. And aren't the older iPhones like collector's items and worth big money? And
I think so. Like particularly,
I think
unwrapped.
I think the first one just sold for a lot of money, something like that.
Apple's first iPhone announced by Steve Jobs. I don't know what happened to him. On January 9th, 2007, and it was released June 29th, 2007, priced at $499, and it had 4 gig. 4 whole
What are they
gig.
up to now?
A terabyte.
You could have a terabyte on board.
Yeah,
I think actually 2 terabytes.
I don't even know what
it's
that stuff means.
That's 1,000 gig.
Real big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enough to
a terabyte.
Be a slave to, I guess.
It's true.
Everybody I know is face first.
I love the pictures that you'll get on your socials every now and then. This was the Wanker 9000 in 1972.
There we go.
It held 3 megabytes of information, the largest at the time for a computer.
A first-generation iPhone sold for $190,000 at auction.
Zing.
It's a geek who
380 times the phone's original price of $499 in 2007.
Wow, I have some of those.
The phone was factory sealed in its original packaging.
There you go.
Don't have that.
Yeah, no one has that.
Wouldn't that be easy to fake?
Yeah.
To reseal, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I'd like to think these people know what they're looking for.
You can buy the tools on Amazon to reseal like water bottles and stuff if you want to sneak liquor into somewhere.
Oh, jeez. Or poison people?
You're welcome.
Hang on a second. Let me get that website. These iPhones from 2007, Tom, do you remember how rounded they were and how small they were? They were so.
I was late to that party. I didn't want one in the beginning.
Pat, what are you working with?
Song-wise or phone?
Phone.
Apple 15.
You got the 15.
Oh, you got the 15.
Oh, yeah, I always go new.
This is absolutely true. Tom had a flip phone until I want to say 2011, 2012. He was one of the last people to go.
I bet it's 10 years. I bet it was 10 years ago.
All right, I'll have an iPhone.
I want a flip phone now.
You can get them.
No,
I know.
You can't text with a flip phone.
Yes, you can. Like we used to text.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
I always like that.
I did
Is
too.
that right?
I hated it.
It was like a long game.
Did you have the original iPhone? Because
no, I don't think
it was
so.
amazing because it came with a free download of Bill Haley and the Comets. You see, it's a U2 joke, folks. It's a while back.
You don't get to make that joke because I was the only one that was upset about that, and you poo-pooed it. You acted like
he was afraid Bono wouldn't call.
So
no,
U2's cool.
No,
Yes, you did.
You don't have to listen to it.
You made me feel less.
Well, that's not hard.
Boy, that backfired for him, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Well, if you have the original iPhone, do you remember Siri on that one?
No.
Yeah.
Well, now she's so old. When you ask her to do something, she goes, "What? I can't hear you. What?
Hey, Fred died."
I
said
what?
What'd you say, Steve? The Siri. What?
What's the temperature outside? What?
Siri. What? Siri the car.
Can you choose that voice? Yeah.
I don't know. I just chose a new voice a couple days ago. I think it's Australian now.
Oh, that's Australian woman, don't you? That's so off.
Is it off-putting?
Oh, God.
All right. Okay.
Right now, the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by our friends at BetterHelp. What am I talking about? Well, BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy in a much more elegant and simple manner. The therapy itself, certainly serious business, but getting to it shouldn't be a giant waste of your time. And it's important to ask. You don't just need help if you're having some crisis. You want to reconnect with your sense of wonder. That's one of the things that therapy can do for you. And reaching out is not a sign of weakness, actually a sign of strength. And BetterHelp had a great idea years back, which was to give people an opportunity to access therapy online. The way it works is you'll fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist, one of some 35,000 therapists now participating in this program. And by the way, you can switch therapists anytime, no additional charge. Then the therapy itself is done online, so you can do it like you're doing a phone call. You can do it like it's a Zoom and see each other, or you can do it by texting. It's about what works for you, when it works for you, and where it works for you. It's about convenience and at the same time getting the advantages of therapy. So perhaps to, rediscover that aspect of curiosity in your life that may have gotten burned out with too much social media or whatever. Visit betterhelp.com/BT show today. That'll knock 10% off your first month. And that's what the /BT show part will do for you. Once again, it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. That's betterhelp.com/BT show. And this portion of the show brought to you by BetterHelp. What's coming up, Miss Hooker?
We missed a holiday yesterday. We're going to have to do a belated holiday celebration.
All right.
Okay. That's usually what Ace does.
What's that?
He usually goes, yesterday was National Free Meatloaf for Me Day, and we missed it.
Oh, well, we can still celebrate this one year-round.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that sounds good. Big meatloaf?
Coming up, we have a liver problem. In this case, the problem was it was taken out.
Man, that sounds good. A big liver?
Chicken liver?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Scientists used magnetic resonance imaging to measure the activity of the brain's emotional center when listening to a pianist in real time.
When listening to a penis in real time.
A pianist.
I can hear the ocean.
When did they change that, by the way?
What?
It was always pianist growing up. Now it's pianist, isn't it?
Probably
growing up.
What?
Oh, never mind.
I saw one on a horse. That was the first time I saw one. And it was
the first time I saw a horse, I thought, my God.
And then they also...
What's the old joke? No, I said a 5-inch pianist.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
What? No, what's the joke where the guy's in the bar and there's this little 6-inch kid? What? This is 6-inch running around tipping over everybody's drinks. I don't want this guy's a 6-inch dick.
Oh, that one I've not.
Oh, you never heard that one?
They listened.
No, that's not the joke. You've got it completely wrong.
Let me tell you something. That's the joke. Okay? That is absolutely
We all know nobody tells a joke like Chick.
What the hell's going on? The bartender said. I wished for a 6-inch.
I see. Yeah.
Right?
There's a little guy playing a piano.
No, he's not playing the piano.
Yeah.
No, he's running up and down the bar knocking over drinks.
There are two jokes here.
He's being a real dick.
One is about a 5-inch pianist, and the other is about a 6-inch. Yeah.
Oh, as I live and breathe, ladies and gentlemen.
We got a joke told.
I'll never forget these
Dr. Tom Whiskey.
these 3 really little fellas.
Yeah, 3 of them.
A little tiny.
Oh, real tiny. How tiny would you say?
They're called little people.
Yes.
And that first one steps up and he goes, you know something? I bet I have the smallest hands in the world.
Oh.
Wow.
Can you use one of your hands to turn
your music down?
That'd really help us out.
Ace,
Then
for
we can
God's
hear
sake,
the
turn
joke.
down the music.
Not Ace. You ding dong.
And so he sends it off to the Guinness Book of World Records people.
Uh-huh.
And he gets back a letter saying, you, sir, have the smallest hands in the world. It's official. This next little fella.
Congratulations.
This next little fella, and he's about this big. Yay high.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like
high.
up to your knee, Josh.
Yeah.
This is a small man.
Yeah, very small.
He goes, I have the world's smallest feet. So they pack up that letter. They send it off to those Guinness World Record folks. And they send it back a letter saying, sir, you officially have the smallest feet in the world.
All right.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
And third fella says, how about I have the world's smallest male member?
Oh.
So they take some photographs with a ruler and stuff, and they send it off to the Guinness Book of World Record people. And they want to get it validated, and they're all sitting there at the bar, and the mail comes back, and it's got Guinness there on the outside. Oh, this is going to be it. I'm going to be validated to get that record. So the guy, he takes that envelope, he opens her up, and he looks at the thing, and he goes, oh, I have the world's second smallest penis in the world.
Oh, no. Really?
Who the hell is Chick McGee?
Okay. All right. Okay. Very nice. I had not heard that. That joke had not entered into any of the
No. It wasn't anywhere
we were
near
talking
what we were-
about.
It was a true story from the Old West.
Yes.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Hi, this is Kristi Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
his half. Should I give him another chance?
No. You can't buy a meal for yourself, hobo.
That's Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show. The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom.
Just thinking, what would make Josh get the new iPhone? I think I may know what it is.
I think he's really thinking about it.
This is like a...
What if it helped you with your fishing and finding spots with a better set of
I don't
maps?
like that.
And
I'm against live. I don't really like live scoping fishing.
No. I don't mean. I mean the aspect of finding better places to fish.
No, that's part of the fishing. You go.
Yes. It's real life experience.
Put the time. Yes. I don't need the forward-facing sonar. No.
No, I mean like
no
maps to various ponds and.
I can. There are other places I can do that.
Augmented.
I can do that already.
No.
Have you ever fished without any clothes on?
Of course not.
Naked
I don't want to
fishing?
hook in certain places. That's the thing.
I got a fish hook through my bag.
Well, wait a second. There's a country song. Maybe that's the first country song that hasn't been written yet. Got a fish hook in my bag. Next time I'm wearing.
Wanna brag.
Next time I'm wearing pants.
The lure makes it sag.
Boy, there's a topic we could take from. Worst place you've ever gotten a fish hook?
Elbow for me.
Really?
Got me in the ER, no insurance, yeah.
I had one in the back of my head once. Oh. That was great.
That was great.
I caught one in my calf once, but that was because my cousin threw it at me like a ninja star.
Yeah, that's a punk.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were awful.
Now, let's see. Now, where were we? Oh, I know. We were talking to Jess Hooker. That's her over there?
That's me.
Okay, I didn't even recognize you.
I look different.
You are sitting at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Kristi Lee on vacation in the Sudan. And what have you got going on over there?
Yesterday was International Box Wine Day.
Well, that would have been good for Kristi.
Yeah.
That's why she took off.
I don't know if she drinks box
She's
wine,
a fan, actually. She
talks
about it all the time, yeah.
Boy, I bet a lot of kids got dropped off at school late today.
Wine aficionados claim that it's celebrated every year on September 9th by people around the world. Boxed wine.
You know something? I doubt it.
Boxed wine, also known as wine casks or bag-in-box wines, or as my kids call it, grandma's juice, have gained popularity in recent years because what distributors say they call cost-effective preparation, which means it's cheaper to package.
Than to bottle it?
Yeah, no glass bottles. So if you've ever seen it, it's like a bladder with a spout, and then it's in, just a box. That's it.
Sure.
But they make
Franzias.
Yeah, they make purses where you can put the bladder underneath and pull the spout out so that you could take your bag of wine with you.
That's sad.
Classy.
Yeah. When did they do International Thunderbird a brown bag bottle in a brown bag?
Mad
sad,
Dog? Yeah.
sad rotting teeth day.
Have you ever tasted anything like Mogan David or?
Oh, sure.
No kidding?
Yeah,
like
we used
the
to
Strawberry Hill.
We used to drink
Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm apple wine.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a staple in certain parties.
Why do I remember the flavors? They're like Strawberry
Hill was.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole way to.
Popular.
That's how you. The reason they did the whatever you call those flavored vapes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You make it. Hey, it tastes like bubble gum, kids. Get yourself hooked.
Who were the two old guys that?
Bartles and James.
Yeah, a wine cooler. That's what it was.
The big wine cooler started out. It was two bartenders in California with California Cooler. Those were everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Those were tasty.
Yeah.
My mom and all the neighbor ladies would always have those.
Yeah.
Probably some kids running around that were born because of
carpooled.
California coolers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we thought they were juice, so there was one time where we got into them.
Yeah, they tasted good.
Yeah, we didn't know.
I mean, for kids.
Yeah. You really didn't taste much alcohol. It's full of sugar. Yep.
God, that had to have been Headache City. You had a 6-pack of those.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Now isn't Zima? Hasn't that become like the McRib?
Yes, kind of.
Don't they bring it back?
Yeah.
Do they bring it back? Is it a summertime thing or?
Yeah, typically.
Yes, and I think they do flavors, right? Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't you two guys drink it one day?
Not long ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys did? You tried it?
Zima out on the deck.
I don't think we got through a second.
Oh.
We each had one, and then we tried another one. We were like, I can't drink that.
And
many
I
of
remember,
these.
I think we bought 2 6-packs.
Yeah.
What did it taste like?
Is it a flavored wine?
It's a malt liquor, but it's not terrible.
Here's the hack for Zima. Get you some Zima and the raspberry liqueur called Chambord. And dump some of that in there. It tastes just like red cream soda.
Oh, we used to drop Jolly Ranchers in there.
Oh,
yeah, that was the
flavor
big
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does. It's amazing how much it tastes like cream soda.
I forget whose joke was the Zima joke.
I don't know who said it. I remember the joke.
It was a friend of ours from Dayton.
I think it was Greg Fitzsimmons.
No. The joke was something's in my ass.
For Zima.
Not sure what that meant. I don't understand. Don't you drink it, or you just an enema thing? Yeah. Once again, Jess Hooker sitting in for Kristi. What else is going on over there?
A doctor in Florida is being sued for allegedly removing the wrong organ from a patient.
Hey, they all look the same when you're bleeding.
And let me tell you something.
Hold on.
I'd like, first of all, this is all my fault, and I apologize. There you go.
We're all good, right?
We're
fine?
No,
all right.
because the result was the patient died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I really...
Look, I already said sorry.
What do you
Thanks for your
want?
job, right?
The family of William Bryan says the 70-year-old died after his liver was mistakenly removed when it was supposed to be his spleen.
Oops.
You got some spleening to do, Lucy. Spleen.
First of all, you get in there and look around, and you tell me if you can pick out the liver or the spleen?
Well,
Go ahead.
I went to school for 15 years. I better be able to.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah. According to the family's attorney, an autopsy confirmed that Mr. Bryan's liver had been removed while his spleen was still in his body with a small cyst attached.
I read his medical training was primarily the game operation at the University of Hasbro.
Hey, look, I did it. I didn't get shocked. What do you want from me? I removed the bread basket.
Wouldn't one of the
take out wrenched ankle?
Wouldn't one of the attending nurses be?
Aren't they supposed to spray it or mark it with a Sharpie or something so you know what you're supposed to take out?
The spleen?
Well, I don't know. Maybe
I know that they mark if you're having knee surgery. I remember when I had it done, they drew on the knee and they made sure they were doing the correct one.
Right. Well,
But,
I feel like there should be like maybe a Post-it note or something on that
should have known the
thing.
difference between the spleen and the liver.
I don't. But then again,
there.
Well, maybe he knew the difference, but maybe the paperwork was wrong. Maybe it said the liver instead of the spleen.
Oh, if we consider that.
Yes.
Gentlemen, this is the liver. This is the spleen. Learn to know the difference.
apparently this guy did a lot of transplantation also. Yeah, he left he left one of his patients cockeyed.
You think that ever happened, organ thieves? Like you wake up in Brooklyn and you're in a bathtub full of ice and someone's taking your liver. Do you think that's ever happened?
Liver? You're not waking up.
No.
It was a kidney. The urban legend is a kidney. Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't they do that? Could they? I think that came from somewhere.
No, that absolutely happens.
It does?
Yeah.
Huh.
So
yeah.
what? So
the
what?
organ market is a thing.
So that's what happens is that somebody basically like pays someone to take a hit, which is, hey, go find me a kidney.
That's an urban legend.
No, there are documented cases of it happening.
You hear this?
I don't know.
Documented cases is what John.
I thought it was real.
Done by Bigfoot?
Not always.
Some of them were, yeah.
You're going to make him mad. He has documentation.
Well,
all right. Paris has been overthrown as the top romantic travel destination in a new poll.
Oh, can I guess which one it is?
Sure.
Nashville.
So close.
I bet it is.
Gatlinburg. No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
According to Fun Jet Vacations, they surveyed 2,000 American adults.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fun Jet.
Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. I accidentally bought a ticket for Fun Jet.
Maui, Hawaii was voted the most romantic destination to visit with your partner.
Isn't that nice?
Maui, wowie.
Yeah, Paris came in a close second, then Rome, and then Venice. Nearly 70% of respondents said that hidden or smaller destinations are more romantic.
yeah, I would think that'd be better than going to a big city, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I understand the cockroaches in Maui are, you can ride them and rope them.
Cockroaches.
They're as big as small dogs. Yes.
All right.
They don't have any natural predators.
And they surf.
And they do surf. Yeah. Cockroachy surfs. Yeah.
My buddy went on his honeymoon to Maui, and guess what? His bride ran away with one of those cockroaches. Heartbreaking.
That's the thing.
Happens every day.
They are charming as hell.
They sure are. Muscular.
60% said they are more romantic when they're on vacation, no matter where they go. 50% of those polled felt that spontaneous trips are more romantic than those that are planned. On average, people
Wait a
believe
minute,
you
slow
should...
down. So would you like that if
No.
suddenly, you walk out of here, wait a minute, instead of going to work tomorrow, you're getting on a plane with me, and I don't even tell you where you're going.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's happened before, and everything was taken care of, and it went very smooth. But I don't know if I would enjoy it now. When I was younger, I did.
When you have responsibility, you can't just up and...
Yeah, you just can't. Yeah, but if you have that lifestyle where you could just up and leave, I could see where the spontaneity would be romantic.
Well, I was gone for 3 weeks. It was great. Of course, I got back. The dog was dead, and I didn't have a job, and I'd been foreclosed.
Exactly.
But it was great.
Boy, what a trip.
Yeah.
Boy, what a trip. You should see those roaches in Maui.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 kids ran away.
On average, people believe you should be with your partner for about a year before you travel with them.
I've heard that traveling with a partner is like putting the relationship in the microwave.
Yeah, that's a make or break situation. Yeah.
You learn stuff about people when you're traveling with them.
That and home improvement.
That you wouldn't know. Oh, yeah.
Moving, yeah.
Yeah, moving. That's a good one.
I've heard relationships, divorce really.
Oh, my God, that's a real
puts
test.
the old relationship.
Oh, yeah.
From that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Boy, oh, boy.
Not all that many.
Go ahead and ask her if she wants to swing and see what happens, huh?
That'll test a couple.
What would your go-to place be if it for romance?
It would definitely be a beach vacation, something secluded and private water access, that kind of thing.
Like a naked beach.
Would it be ocean?
It would be a naked beach if it was just me and my partner. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I do a lake. I love lakes. I grew up on a lake, and yeah.
Where would you romance? Like somewhere like New York City or Paris or
no?
No.
No, I was just saying. I think it'd be fun to be. Not necessarily.
No, he's a nature guy. He would be.
I go to Torch Lake.
That'd be good.
That would be good. I don't blame him.
Drown my partner, and then
Torch Lake is the number one partner drowning.
Josh, your thoughts?
That's why that water's so clear.
Tropical. Yeah.
You'd go tropical?
Yes, one of those like cabin type things on the water.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Where they kind of have like a hammock built over the water.
Yes,
I love those. Yeah.
I forget what those are called.
There's like a place in the Maldives that your cabin or whatever is in the water.
Yeah, I love that.
And and there's a pool in your cabin, but then you can step up on the deck and go into the ocean.
Like it's an infinity pool.
Then what do you do? What do you do your second day?
See, this is what I'm talking about.
He needs to be able to go get coffee.
I forgot you need a full itinerary.
Yeah, I'm already bored.
I would not kiss you till the second day. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
You're going on vacation for just sex somewhere else. That's the main event.
You wouldn't want to lay in the pool and listen to a book or read a book or
maybe for a day. I get a little bored.
Lancy?
Yeah. So maybe New York is the place. Now that I think about it.
I'm reading about organ transplant, the thefts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're claiming that there aren't that many that have actually happened. But why? Why are they lying to us about why?
That's the thing.
Why don't they want us to know the stories?
What do you think they would say? Of course they'd say
that's
because mainstream media is a profit.
You'd have to find some kind of a semi-doctor that would be doing the removal of the kidney.
Follow the money.
We're not saying that those organs are usable.
Yeah.
They're just stolen.
Okay. So thank you very much.
I don't know why the news doesn't want us to know the truth.
I think it's big insurance.
Sick of it. Yeah.
It's cheaper to go that route.
You're right.
They don't want you to know.
Do we have time to squeeze in the Firefest news story?
Yeah, sure.
FYRE.
Yeah, everything about this. Did you see there's two different documentaries about this clown.
Ugh.
He's out of jail.
This is the same guy.
Yeah, he's out of jail.
Billy McFarland, which the name alone, geez.
He sounds like a rascal.
Right?
He really does.
He says Firefest 2 will take place in April on a private Caribbean island. The first iteration of Firefest, or Fry.
It does look fun. All the electronics you can carry.
The first one happened in 2017, had promised ticket buyers luxury villas, gourmet food, and none of those things happened. Instead, attendees were met with disaster relief tents, cheese sandwiches in styrofoam boxes, and no concert.
So they paid hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, got there, and there was, if you saw the documentary, nothing. They were barely able to get out.
Yeah. Slated for April 25th through the 28th of next year.
Good.
Festival tickets range from $1,400 on the low end to as much as $1.1 million.
Yes.
For the most expensive festival package.
Is anyone that dumb?
Wait a minute. How much is the 1.1 million?
And that includes a luxury yacht, scuba diving, and island hopping. Mr. McFarland says he hopes to gather 3,000 people for the Fire Festival. He has not announced any musical acts yet.
Unbelievable.
So 1.1 million doesn't buy you a yacht. It's like a room, but it's a yacht. Right?
It includes a luxury yacht, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Can you the confidence of this guy?
Balls.
Yes.
I mean, it's almost admirable.
I heard he got. I heard he got a good deal on Jeffrey Epstein's place.
Oh well.
Is that out there still?
Thank you.
That's why you wanted me to read that. Okay.
No.
That is really something.
Yeah. I fail so bad.
Yes.
And then just to come back and go, here, we're going to do it again.
I guess the first round of tickets have sold out, allegedly. Again, you can't believe a word this guy says.
That's true, but I wonder how much money he made on the first one and thought, man, a year in prison, I'm going to do it again.
Wasn't
exactly.
it 4 years in prison?
Totally
was it 4 years? I didn't watch the documentary.
Think of the publicity. You can't buy this kind of advertising.
I want to see what this guy looks like.
Oh, you haven't seen the documentary?
No, I haven't.
They're kind of fun to watch. I mean,
they are fun.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Yes, this is a bunch of very young people that think they know everything about everything.
Are you guys watching Chimp Crazy?
I'm going to.
No.
I'm absolutely going to.
Oh, my God.
I'm guessing it's terrifying.
I'm watching Bad Monkey, which is a really funny thing with Vince Vaughn and Rob Delaney.
You keep going back and forth on it. You do like it, though.
Oh, I know. Rob Delaney's great. They're both terrific.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah, it's
Picking up some steam.
it's really funny. I had to get adjusted to kind of the tone of it, but it's very good.
Oh, wow. Billy McFarland's real cute.
That's the voice coming from the Silac News Desk of Jess Hooker. Well, speaking of Silac, quick survey, more than 61% of Americans 50 and over are worried about having enough money for retirement. I bet it's more than that. Anybody here want to have more to worry about in life?
No!
Would you like a little something to worry about? I didn't think you would. The days of having the gold watch and the, what do they call it, the pension coming every month from the place you've been working your whole life, those days are pretty much gone for almost all of us. That's where an annuity comes in. And who are the experts in annuities? Silac Insurance. Find out what they're all about. Find out about having money in your mailbox every month when you retire. And the way to do it is just simply go to SILAC.com. Find out certain restrictions apply and see if you qualify. Once again, it's SILACINS.com, or just go to bobandtom.com and you will find a link to Silac, not to mention a very nice video with Chick McGee. That's right. If only MTV were still showing videos, they'd want to show this one. Once again, it's Silac, the Silac link at bobandtom.com, or you can go straight away by going to SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company. Relax a little bit about what's going to happen to you financially when the time comes for you to say goodbye to that job. And once again, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all...
I haven't seen you much the last few years because you are like me and you have some young children. My youngest right now is 1.5, and I've got a 4.5. What are yours?
The wife and I were about 18 months into a pregnancy scare. And it's
boy or girl scare?
This is a girl scare. It's getting downright horrifying. I got to be honest with you.
So she's not even one yet?
She's going to be one next week, and I got a boy that's going to be a 3-year-old.
Perfect. Greatest age of all time. It's like having a talking dog.
Yeah, but if the dog didn't do anything you said. Just get off! Get off the chair! Can't you see I'm bigger than you? Can't you see that?
Brilliant.
Look, here's the deal. This is 2 kids now, and anybody out there listening, if you don't have kids, way to go. Keep doing that. We're all very proud of you for not having kids. But do this for the rest of us with kids. Would you quit judging people's parenting? That would be. Now I realize I'm hypocritical in this. I realize that I came in for years and I talked about people's terrible parenting. I remember the jokes. I know the things that I said. I know that I talked about the child leash, and I can't believe they have a child leash. And, when I go home, what is there, a stake in the middle of the yard with a chain attached to it during the day the kid can run and dig?
Now you want one.
I want my kid trussed up like Hannibal Lecter. I want something over his face that he has to bite through to get out. And he would bite through it. But I understand I'm hypocritical. I understand that when my kid throws a temper tantrum at the store, it's because he missed a nap. When your kid does it, it's because you're a terrible parent. It's because you don't feed him the right foods, you're neglectful, probably just a bad person in general.
Correct.
That's what, I understand all that. Right. But I'll take it from those that have kids. But if you don't, every time there's a news story about terrible parenting, my single idiot friends, they go, oh, my mom never would let that happen. She knew we were 100%. That woman in Cincinnati last year that dropped her kid in the monkey cage, and they had to shoot poor Harambe. Let me tell you something. I got a toddler. He's been in like 4 gorilla enclosures. Sure. It's got to be half a dozen cockfights. I saw my kid in an ISIS propaganda video, man. You can't watch them all the time. There I am, scrolling through the internet. He's running through tires. He's got a rifle above his head, yelling about jihad. We're not even that far in the alphabet yet. You can't watch them all the time. Oh, my mom knew we were 100% of the time. Your mom didn't know where you were most of the time. I have 2 kids. I have no idea where either of them are right now. I imagine still in the car. It's been a couple hours. You can't watch them all the time.
Hello there, it's Ed from Ed Septic and Sewage. I'm here at this poor SOB's house. He got quoted $20,000 for a new system. I'm doing that same system for him, $500. I know what you're thinking. Ed, how can you do it so cheap? Well, first of all, this machine, stolen. That saves me a ton of money. Secondly, I'm not licensed or bonded. That saves me tens of thousands of dollars a year. So if you need a cheap septic, call me, Ed Septic. When things get hectic, call Ed Septic at the number below. From Ed Septic.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Let's get back to the chinchilla. We sent members of our staff plus Donnie Baker to your garage.
She is
my mistake.
So traumatized right now. She has not come out of her little house in
no doubt.
whole
The chinchilla.
Day. Oh,
well, that's because she met Donnie Baker.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
it's true. Her ears are as big as frisbees.
They are very big.
I know.
I can't get over how
they're
horribly...
native of South America, and they use those to, and they're nocturnal, so they
must be a lot of listening going on.
They do a lot of listening at night.
The size of those ears.
You can't see very well.
Yeah. And they respond, of course, with their brain by going, duh. I'm a chinchilla.
Oh, wow, it's that great big thing right there.
That looks like a really nice fur coat that lady's got on. I wonder what that's made of. Duh. Well, I'm gonna rest for a while so I can poop again. Duh.
I can tell you.
I'm not like a dog. I can't play frisbee or catch. I just sit here going, duh. I'm kind of like something in a frame, like a picture, except I just go, duh, and then I poop.
Except you have to feed me and I poop.
I'm like a picture you have to feed. Duh.
I can tell you what, they don't come when you call them. That's for damn sure.
I will. I'll come if you call me.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Augie Smith, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Bob and Tom. I listen to Bob and Tom. I listen all morning long. And visit bobandtom.com. Bob and Tom with Kristi Lee and Chick McGee. You guys rock. Kristi Lee's got nice rap.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on...
The kissing.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. You know, it's almost like people who listen to the first hour of the show and people who are listening now, it's almost like two entirely different shows.
Absolutely.
Have you noticed that?
In what way?
This is more of we've all given up right about now. And we're kind of having fun. Yeah.
I think it's been a good show.
Oh, no, it's been a good show, but...
I haven't cared for it.
See what I mean? Opinions vary.
Right now, earlier in the show, you had requested a so-called Two for Tuesday.
Yes, I did.
Which is a phrase that emerged, as I understand it, from radio many years ago.
Rocktober.
Did somebody we know come up with that?
No.
He says he did.
No.
Okay, I was just
He also didn't come up with traffic and weather together. He says he did.
Somebody that we know claims they came up with both those things.
Marty.
Yeah.
In any event.
And in his defense, there's no better liar.
I believed him until today.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I can't prove it either way. The point is, in the honor of the so-called Two for Tuesday, we are going to get a bonus edition of the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Ladies and gentlemen.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, Ace.
What do you call a hippie's wife?
What do you call a hippie's wife? I don't know, Ace. What?
Mrs. Hippie.
I like the interactive portion of the joke.
Well, now that's just silly.
It is silly.
You're out, chick. Sorry.
Mrs. Hippie. And my sidekick day's over. Just that quick. That's how it happens in showbiz, kids. That's how it happens.
The Ace Cosby bonus joke of the day. Brought to you by our friends at Sleep Number.
Sleep Number.
Where the sleep number is really
Knock
soft.
it off. Sleep better together. Save now on Sleep Number Smart Bed only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
I love the phrase "knock it off." I never remember to use that.
Knock it off.
That'll be on my headstone. I say it all the time.
Favorite thing to yell.
Knock it off.
It's not mean, but the kids understand the tone.
Our parents always said it to us. You guys knock it off.
Knock it off.
What is the origin of that? What are you knocking off?
I don't know.
Whatever you're doing.
The behavior.
No, but I mean, what is it based on?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I never heard anything being yelled. All I heard was a whoosh, and then my mouth hurt. It was crazy.
Once again,
my mom used to say, "Let the wind out of your sails," and that was for us to
and
calm
of
down.
course, well, you really showed your ass, didn't you?
I never heard that one.
So funny.
It's such a white trash thing to say. You go into your grandparents and you have them laughing for 35 minutes. Your mother gets mad at you. I don't know why.
It's usually based in jealousy.
It's kind of, yes.
Well,
no, not kind of.
If I had to go, see, what's the first thing you go to do? What to your grandparents? You
make them laugh for a half hour.
That's going to be hard for my case. First of all, I'd have to go into the
oh God
tomb.
Are they above ground or are they in boxes? Right? Are they
6 feet under?
Cremated? Oh, okay.
Anybody know anybody that's above?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have a family walk-in
vault or whatever.
A family walk-in funeral place. I don't know what it's called.
Is there a spot for you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. There's places to sit and there's decorations.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's very
canapes. Got a bubbly charcuterie board.
Is there bottle service?
Aperitif?
Do things start to smell?
No. Everything's
sealed.
it's airtight.
Sealed up,
Yeah, it's airtight, but there's keys.
Sorry.
Everybody has a key.
Time to review.
What's the key for? So you
to
can
get
look
in? No, to get inside.
Oh, to get in the building.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ever go in there and have a sixer? You're underage?
Yeah.
You know,
Pulling out for my homie.
There's the Brompton Cemetery in England and Chelsea is supposed to have a time machine. That's what the mausoleum is there. Think of it. That's the best place for it. Nobody goes to
Absolute truth.
Graveyard. September 10th. Today in history.
You ever banged one out in the graveyard?
Me? No.
Not a full one.
Not a full one.
Well, we can't leave questions. We can't leave it at that.
Well, which now when you say a full one, is
it
that
was the no cream pie.
That quid pro quo, or
that's quim pro quo. Okay, real quick. Birthdays. The great Arnold Palmer was born in this state. Remembered by half of our population as a drink.
The Terminator.
Delicious.
With lemonade.
That is a refreshing drink.
It is good.
Arnold.
Great actor. Colin Firth.
You know, when they cast a movie, they call him Firth.
Is Firth called?
Does he have a son, Colin Firth the second?
I'm Colin Firth the second.
Let's see, I don't know who that is.
He is a great actor.
Don't know who that is.
Who are some of these people you don't know who that is?
Yeah. It'll be like...
just say one.
Misty Copeland.
Don't know who that is.
Nope.
Aaron Copeland.
Feels like an athlete.
Go ahead.
I don't know what the...
Who else you got?
Let's see, I don't... Guy Ritchie. That's a film director, right?
Madonna's ex-husband.
Snatch.
Oh, okay. Pardon me?
What?
Snatch.
That was the movie called Snatch?
Yes.
Yep.
Pretty entertaining.
Jason Statham.
Brad Pitt.
It's about snatching something. It's not about... Okay.
But they knew what they were doing.
Benicio del Toro.
Okay, very good, very good. We'll have to review these tomorrow. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.